Michael, Sean, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Good morning. Welcome back to another day with Michael, Sean, and the Takeover Legends. We got the two Takeover Legends here today.
The ovaries.
The ovaries. Myself, Sean and Scott. Good morning, Mo. How
Good morning,
are you doing today?
Listen, I got imaginary toothpicks holding open my eyelids, but I'm good. I'm good. See, when you get a certain age, you got to wake up, you got to stretch. You know, certain things hurt as soon as you wake up. You got to roll over different. You know, you got to roll over and swing your legs out the bed.
Girl,
listen, I'm good.
Let me tell you about the struggles of waking up when you're over 40. Oh my goodness. And then I have a Tempur-Pedic bed. So listen,
you don't want to get out.
My name at night. And in the morning, it's hard. Good morning, Sean Robinson.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning.
Listen, Mo is my witness, Sean. I did not text y'all last week and say, hey, we got to do something for Sean. There's something that we got to do for him.
Yes.
And so I did not forget, and we are definitely going to take care of that for you and little man Sean. I promise you. Just you know, we kind of had a crazy week. Everybody was scattered everywhere at the last minute.
Struggle bus.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Good morning, Kelly J. How are you,
Kelly? Good morning, Mark.
Well, we got to shout out Kelly because Kelly's show is going to start on Monday. Right here on Media Room 360. Yeah. So you gotta tune in and check out Kelly because you know she got the boudoir pictures popping off on the internet. It's Kelly J.
When I see those pictures, I said, oh, I want some. Those are nice pictures, Kelly. You did that.
Kelly, those are very nice pictures. And I'm like, I want to do that too. I think every woman should do that, should take the time to do just for yourself.
For yourself,
you know, it puts you in a different mind space, and you look at yourself because you know we have to sit up and listen to so much BS about you too this, you're too that, you're not enough this, you're not enough that. No, you're everything. We are everything. We are every woman. So I think,
and if you don't believe it, just ask your man.
Well, sometimes you can't ask him.
Or ask your other man. If you got one.
You gotta ask the side dude, the sneaky link.
Ask your sneaky link. You know, I'm pretty sure he would agree.
Yeah, he gonna tell you whatever you want to hear because he want to stay in that spot. But yeah, what's up to Kelly J? We got a couple more people over there too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on two different.
Good morning, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki's gonna hang out with us Friday morning on the show. Hey.
Yes. See, I love when our listeners come on the show. I love that. We get to place a face with the name. We get to hear the voice and all of the jokes y'all have and the TOL comments. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, Sean, we're gonna get that taken care of for you this week. Stacey Mitchell is here.
Well, I guess I need to ask you, how was your weekend, Shawnee? Because the other two are not here right now.
I know. Well, yesterday was Tuesday. So Tuesday is take her out Tuesday. You know, it's date night for us. Yeah, take her out Tuesday.
What y'all do?
Well, this week he asked me to come up with the date. So, I put this whole thing together because every time he takes me out, it's like a big deal. It's like he puts so much effort into it. And at first I was like, oh, we just gonna go to dinner. And I said, no, it's a date. Let me do something because he always just goes the extra mile. Like the last Tuesday, he knows that I like, you know, superheroes, comic books, DC, Marvel.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like if he take me to the comic book store, I get excited. Like it's no lie. One, I think it was in the middle of the week. He was like, okay, let's go shopping. So we go to the clothing store. And I'm like, he's like, just get whatever you want. And I'm like, I don't like shopping. I do this online. I don't feel like
Are you
walking through here,
serious?
girl. Look, and he was,
Let
just
somebody tell me
grabbing
they
stuff.
taking me shopping. Let my man tell me let him say, get whatever you want.
Yeah, he was like, get whatever you want, and he was grabbing stuff, and he was like, you don't see nothing, no purse, nothing, and I said, nah, I'm good. And he
I
was
can't
like,
believe you just got excited. You want him to take you to the Disney store and get you a cake, huh?
girl, listen, yeah, and so he was like, well, we're gonna go one more place, and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, can you guess it? I said, nah, and so we start going towards this place, and when we get there, I was like, oh yeah. Now when we got in the comic book store, oh, I was shopping. I was like, oh, I want this, I want that. You see that Wonder Woman bank up there? I want that. Everything Wonder Woman, I want.
So y'all hear this. If y'all want to tickle Shawnee Hart, tickle her fancy, buy her something from the Disney store, the Marvel
Well, not
store.
Disney, not
Well,
Disney.
well, they do sell some Marvel now.
I don't want
No.
Disney. Well, and like the Disney Wonder Woman, she ain't the same.
Oh,
Like I like
you
the
want the
old
original
school
one. Okay.
Amazon Wonder Woman who hair look like this.
You want Linda. You want
Yes,
Linda.
the tall 6', 6'2" woman. And so while we were there, they had matter of fact, it was February. So for Black History Month, they had a special edition of they made all of the now I can't even think of what they're called. They made all of the characters black for Black History Month. And so
Even
every
Wonder
week
Woman?
every week they would release this a comic book for Black History Month.
Oh
And
wow.
so I got 2 of them, and then the guy had a box. He had just got a shipment in, and I was like, "Oh, here's number 3." And he was like, "Yeah, but I can't sell that to you until next week." I was
Oh
like, "Oh man."
dang.
So yeah, when we got there, I got stuff out of there. So he remembered that, and then last Tuesday he took me on a secret date for Tuesday, and he was like, "I hope you like this." We went to the superhero luncheon. So I
So
got
I
to
was gonna say that. So like a real big surprise would be like for him to take you to Comic-Con or something like
yeah,
that.
and we dress up. Like I
Ooh.
was like, yeah, I'm for it. I'm for it. But we had
Role
lunch with
play. Role play. Who you want him to be?
oh well, he likes Batman. So we had lunch with Batman and Wonder Woman, and then Captain
If Michael
America was
Sean
there.
was here, he would do the voice. I can't do the voice.
Oh, the Batman voice.
So
Yeah.
Johnny.
I mean, not Batman, Spider-Man. Lord have mercy, he killed me if it's a Spider-Man is his
You like
guy.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spider-Man is his guy. So that's what he did last week. So this week I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. But he had mentioned that he wanted to go to a escape house, one of those escape rooms.
Oh yes. Those are fun.
So I
Those are fun for
found
date night.
one. I found one. Oh, it's in Dallas off of Mockingbird Billy. Mockingbird and Greenville. And so I found one, and the room that I picked was is a bank robbery. We were doing a bank robbery. So I got
With
a
Bonnie
shirt
and Clyde.
made.
This is
Yeah.
sexy. This is sexy. Tell more.
So I told him, I said, you just got to wear all black. And my daughter is listening to me, tell him this. I said, you got to have on all black. And I got to, I'm going to come to your house at this time, and we got to leave at this time. And you can't tell nobody what we doing. And she was like, what y'all getting ready to do? Go rob a bank? And so I made our ski mask that said, it had our name, our robbery names on it, and our little shirts that said we're on the run.
That's
and
a cute date night.
And we had little masks, the bandanas that we wore. And so we went, he didn't know where we were going. And when we got there, he was like, this is great. But we didn't rob the bank. We almost
Did y'all get out the room? Were y'all able to get out, solve all the clues and get out the room?
Because we couldn't open the safe. We got everything done. Well, we didn't, because the guy came on and he was like, I know y'all are at the safe, but y'all missed 2 things. So like we had like 2 clues. I don't know how we missed them, but we missed them. But we were at the safe. Like we had combination and everything and we're working. But it was like, you gotta go back and do these other ones. So when we went back and did that took up our last 20 minutes. So
Nice.
Good morning, Kathy.
That's a good way to shake up date night. I wish
morning,
more people would embrace like doing spontaneous, fun, exciting things. That's what keep the, to keep the relationship fresh.
Yeah, and
I
I
like
think
that.
it was good for us because
Mhm.
we've never been in a situation where we had to like work with each other under pressure because everything
Mm.
is so fresh and new. And so it was good to see how we worked in this
Yes.
situation because we both really competitive. We are really, really competitive.
So
and
now
wanna
if
win.
your back is up against the wall, you could work with them, and versus saying, you know what,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
it ain't
ain't
like
it.
I can't
You
depend
ain't
on
it.
him for nothing.
Right.
But now I was able to like, and then there was one part of it where I
Good
could
morning, Jay.
see, and
Hey.
he had good morning, Jay, and he had to. It was a horseshoe, and I could see it, but it had to go through this maze. Well, he had to
Mhm.
use a magnet on the other side. We couldn't see each other, and he had to drag the magnet. I had to tell him, okay,
Oh,
go to the left, go to your right, go up a
teamwork
little,
make the
turn
dream
around.
work.
Yeah, and nobody got
Mm.
frustrated. We didn't get frustrated. He's like, damn, you stupid. None of that happened. So I was like, okay,
Nice.
this is good.
That's
What
a
is,
telling sign. That's a telling
Yeah.
sign that y'all are very, very compatible.
are we talking about mountain bike and wigs?
Yes, we
Y'all
talking
went on
about
a
Yes,
date or something? Oh,
you
yeah,
okay.
missed
You're
it.
sharing now. She's sharing. Okay, good,
Yeah,
good,
she's
good.
sharing. You missed it. They had
yes.
a very spicy.
Take her out
Oh
Tuesday. It's called Take
God.
Her Out Tuesday.
Yes,
Take her out to. Oh, I
I
missed it
think you
then.
should do that with Lady
Lady
Q.
Q.
I
Take
Take
her
her
think
out
out
it's a good
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
idea.
I
You know
think
what's
you
funny?
should start
She
that.
said that. She said for couples, she had something planned out that she wants to start doing to make sure we make time for each other. Once a
Yes.
week, we have to do this. Once a month, we got to do this, and every something we got to do this. Like she was trying to come up with some plan.
It's
Oh, well, then I need to
important.
call Lady Q because we can do that
Mhm.
on both coasts.
She said we can do it on both coasts.
Yeah, we
Nice.
could do it here and then do it
Now,
there and then every year have a little come together.
good morning, Nikki.
Ooh.
Because
Now,
yeah, we're coming there in May. So
Yes,
in
you're coming here in
May,
May.
we could all
Mhm.
do something. So yeah, it's a start of something.
now, what about take him out Wednesday? Do
Take
we
him.
got like a take him out? Because you said take her out Tuesday.
See, here we
Is there
go.
there a
You
Here
take
we
missed the
him out
go.
whole story.
Friday or something? What
You
we
missed
got?
the whole. This Tuesday was my Tuesday, so I took him out.
Okay.
Yeah, I put
Oh,
everything
so next
together.
Tuesday it's
Next Tuesday is his Tuesday.
okay.
Take him
Yeah.
out Tuesdays. Take her out Tuesdays. They rotate.
Take him out Tuesday.
But they
Yeah.
dressed up as bank robbers, like Bonnie and Clyde. Jay Black, like that's
Oh,
Yeah.
sexy.
Yeah, we went to
I ain't
escape
in
He
all
room.
made
that.
masks.
Yes, you would have. You would have
I'm
been
not
all
into no
into
dressing
it.
up. I'm not
You,
dressing like no cowboy
You're
and
such a
cow.
Debbie Downer.
I
Like
ain't
yes,
doing
you
all
what?
would
that.
have.
I would
You
need
got
some
on a.
shots of liquor in me. I need
No, you
liquid
would
courage to do
not.
stuff like that. For
No,
real,
all
I'm
he
more
had to
laid back.
do was put on all black, and then I brought him the shirt. The shirt had our. Now, I'll send y'all the pictures. I ain't posting them on social media now,
I
but I'll
think that
send y'all the
that's
pictures.
cute.
Yeah,
I think it's sexy. I think
yeah.
it's like it's a fun, spicy, sexy. I love it.
I'll send it to y'all now so y'all can see.
Mm.
And Jay Black, you gotta be playful. You can't,
I need
look how
liquor
long
to
you've
be
been married.
playful like that.
I
I need
know you
liquor,
haven't been
liquor, liquor,
married
liquor,
this
liquor,
long
liquor.
without being playful and spicy.
I
I'm
know
silly
that's
and make
right.
jokes. I do a lot of jokes. I'm mad. I've got.
Well,
I think I'm.
making a woman laugh is important.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. But
That's
you
a
still
very
gotta spice it up.
My sister said, "Boo,
Right, Jeanette? Boo.
boo."
Boo. You
No,
suck.
like liquor, you give a couple little shots, I'm good. I'm loosened up. But yeah, but just the thought of trying to plan out me
But
dressing up was but I would
Yeah,
love
we
for
were
her to dress
robbers.
up.
We were on
Yeah,
the
that's good.
run. We were bank. We went to rob the bank. That was the
they
escape
went
room
to
we
an
were going
escape
in. We
room,
went
Jay
to rob
Black,
the
and so
bank.
the theme was like a bank robbery.
Speaking of rob the bank, did y'all talk about and play the 911 call for the Black Panther director? I knew I was going.
So we didn't
Mm.
play that today. We didn't play that today.
Oh,
So
we had that. My bad. I
we're
didn't.
gonna have to get into that because every time I go past a Bank of America, I'm traumatized. Like I think about that whole situation.
You're not traumatized to that. Shut up, Bo.
No, seriously.
You
Like
try to get paid. You ain't know that case.
it
You're not
did.
getting no
Like
compensation.
as somebody who is a Black woman who banks at Bank of America at times, I go in there now. I don't even want to go in a bank. I don't even want to go in anything that has BOA on it. I just I mean it just every time I go by one, I think about what he went through and the fact that he was so calm. I don't think I could have been that calm. First of all, if
Get all
somebody
of your
rolled up on
text
me like that.
messages, Jay.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look. Shani, yeah, we gotta get that clip because I definitely think that's because when I heard the 911 call, what sparked it and saw how the police ran up on the guy. I think his name is
He's
Ryan Cougar or something like that.
yes.
Oh,
For those
Ryan
who don't
Coogler.
know,
What happened? Yeah.
he is the producer of Black Panther or director. No, he's the
Or the
director
creator. He
and
wasn't he the
creator of
creator of Black Panther?
Black
Well,
Panther.
he's not the creator because of course Black Panther is
But the movie,
part of
the
the
latest
movie.
movie,
Yeah.
and he's working on allegedly, from what I understand, part 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and
That's
he was
feeling
so
different.
calm. Watching the video, aside from the 911 call, watching the video when I saw that footage, it just showed me how things can go left real quick. That's all I kept thinking about. And then the black girl who said, "Good job, officers."
Oh
If I
wow.
could have just reached
Shani,
through,
you gotta pull that 911 call.
if I could have just reached through the screen and just, I'm not going beat her up, but just because that's assault, and I ain't got bail money today. But just if I could have
Not
just,
today.
if
Not
I
today.
could have
But
just
maybe
flipped the
tomorrow.
screen, maybe tomorrow. And then
Okay,
so
so
go
go ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say Ryan Coogler. So his first feature was Fruitville Station,
Yes.
and then he did Creed in the
Mhm.
Rocky series and the Marvel film Black Panther.
And of all people you arrest and do this to, it's the producer of Fruitville Station. For those of you seen that movie, it was just unbelievable. But to a lot of people, they were like, "Well, no, this is stuff that happens every day, and it continues to happen." But for her not to know, the teller not to know, and then just understanding the backstory, because of course we all have a knee-jerk reaction when we see these videos out there, and we want to start giving our opinions, but to have all of the facts, the fact that he gave his debit card, put in his correct debit number and his ID, and she said to the 911 caller, "Oh, I didn't check that." Even the 911 caller knew, like, okay, did you check to make sure he was who he said he was?
But what happened? Why did she even decide to say he's robbing the bank? If he got there and did all that, what
So
happened?
what he did was he handed her a piece of paper with how much money he wanted, he wanted on here to take out of his account.
Oh, okay,
He
because he
asked
don't want
her,
to say that line.
yeah, he asked her quietly, "Can you please not use the counter?" Because the counter is out. They don't go to the back to count your money. So they put it in. People could see how much money you're taking out. If you hear that thing keep going, he's taking out a large sum of money.
Right.
So he just said, "Can you be discreet?" Which you can't ask your bank teller that. You can't ask them to go to the back to count the money out to make sure it's correct. There's so many other ways that this could have gone from what he did. He didn't write a note that said, "Give me all your money. This is a stick up. This is a hold up." He just said, I wanted you to be discreet. So she went to the back several times to talk with the manager. At no time did she ask him, "Sir, can you please come to the back?" Nothing. She just kept saying, "Hold on, we're getting it for you, like, hold on, somebody's going to be with you. We're taking care of you." But
And the
never
whole
once
time
did she
she
tell
had called
him.
the police.
And she called the police. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted you to find that 911 the tape, Shani, too. I think I sent it in the
Yes.
group
So
before.
she did say she
I
was
don't
in
know
fear
why
of her life,
I'm
and
not
that
getting your things.
there was a black man asking for money on a piece of paper.
Bless our heart.
Yes. And so when you hear it, you're not gonna say, "Bless your heart." You're gonna say, "Is you
This
stupid
bitch.
or is you dumb?" Which one, or both? And for people who are saying, "Oh, but it was a black woman, so it's not, it's not structural racism." It is.
Yeah, yes, it
racism.
is.
Yes, it is. Black people can be racist against their own because we stereotype.
We are guilty of that from time to
We
time.
are. We are. We have to, call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. We are judgmental. We display classism, like, "Oh, you ain't arrived, you still living in a hood." And we look down on our fellow black men and fellow black and brown women. We do it all the time. We do it all the time.
So, of course, Stacey Mitchell is an expert in this field because she's a bank teller. So I wonder if somebody handed her a note and it said, "Hey, I want to withdraw 12,000 from my account." Would Stacey Mitchell question the person in her own judgment to believe by their appearance can decide if they can have this money or not? Is he robbing us? Is this? But I guess what the teller was saying is it's not common for someone to say, "Be discreet," and I don't want you counting it out in front of everyone.
But
it's his account. If he put his ATM in, his card in, then she can see what's in his account. That's the part I'm like, he put the pin in,
and he put in the pin. So I'm pretty sure if he was taking 12,000 out, that wasn't his last penny. Right. And even if it was, it's his money. It's his right to do so.
Yeah, he told her not to make a scene. Yeah, James said she was fear for her life and called 911 because he asked to get his money. Yeah, I mean that's legit. What happened? She went to a manager and said, "Look, something ain't right. I got this black guy here trying to get $12,000 out."
But she had, but the key thing, Jay Black, is she had his ID. Okay, all she had to do was say, "Can you pull down your mask?" Just like we have to do when we go in the bank. Can you pull down your mask so I can verify you, sir? Same way you go through the airport. Can you pull down your mask so I can verify you? That's it.
She thought she
had all of his account information. It's not like he put in the wrong PIN number. Everything matched up. The only thing that she said is that she didn't feel comfortable.
Okay, well, here's the video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, sir. Hey, man. Do me a favor, man. Come this way.
Wait, wow, he pulled a gun out.
Yes.
Got it. Is there any reason y'all doing this, bro? Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Can we ask a question?
Is that what the grease was?
Wow.
Fellas, I really should do it. I mean, what's going on, my man? Trying to put money on my own. You said what? Yeah, what's up? This your phone? Yeah, sure.
You have ID on you?
I got everything on me.
Where?
But the thing I'm trying to explain to you right now, sir, you know, listen to me.
I'm listening.
You come on my right side, I got a badge on hanging off my head. It's my work badge. And it'll tell you everything about me. And if you just run my name, you'll understand why you should take me off these cuts.
I know that's right.
Do it,
This is your name?
It's gonna be really bad for you.
Okay.
That's my name.
So Ryan Kugler. Okay.
Kugler.
COOGLER. Just put it in Google.
Google me, bitch.
Right.
I'm really trying to keep it from being a bad day on your job, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Black man and black man.
Gotcha.
He said from black man to black man. I'm trying to save you.
Hey, Ryan.
Dang, they put him in the car.
Just hang tight right
You
there.
gotta
Just want to shake, bro. Say what? Just want to shake. Somebody take my glasses off my face. They've been having a panic attack, bro.
He said he's having a panic attack.
You need some air? I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man.
I would take all my damn money out of Bank of America.
Not only that, and
the baby nurse, y'all have her detained right now?
Who? Say again?
The baby nurse, the Filipino woman that was in the back seat, did y'all have her detained right now?
Yes, she's being detained at this point. All right. Can you, did the officers explain what's going on while we're out here?
Not really, man.
All right, so we got a call based.
I heard somebody ask me if I passed a note.
Yeah.
This might have been one of these dudes with.
So basically, we got a call, and from what we got the call, it seems like someone was trying to rob the bank. Something about you passing a note to the teller, something to that effect. Can you just tell me what's going on? Or?
Yeah, bro. It's a medical assistant that works in my house that prefers to be paid in cash. Every time I make a withdrawal to pay her, because it's a large amount, she works a lot.
Yeah.
If I don't write down on a note how much I want out, and then I don't want it ran through the money counter right there at the desk, the whole bank ends up looking at me because they just hear money going through the money through the account, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe getting money out like that. So every time I go to withdraw it, I put the amount, the account I want to take it out of, and I put my own card in, and then they usually take like always just get the money from me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I understand
So you make well. That's like I said. That's the reason why we're out here, and that's the reason why we detained everybody because we didn't know exactly what was going on. So you make.
But I was trying. But I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. Y'all never asked me what's going on.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we in those situations.
Y'all need to let me down on me. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your ID? In this pocket?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And my team and my baby nurse is getting thrown in the back of the car, bro. Handcuffed.
Oh, so they arrested the nurse too.
They detained everybody.
Everybody.
They thought they was getaway drivers.
You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in there.
Okay.
You know what
It
I
came
mean?
from the bank.
Yeah.
Came from the
I need to
bank.
find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But I just want you to understand what my sergeant advised you on the nature of the call. That's all I need you to understand.
Have you ever considered speaking to them before you make a transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
What?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
Wait.
Listen to what he's saying.
Have you ever?
No, I am listening.
Okay. Have you ever considered speaking to them about what it is you're trying to do prior to doing?
So can I explain something to you, bro? I went to CVS out here the other day to get a vaccine. I came outside and smelled like smoke in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? I was getting a vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck around out here, bro. Like, I'm not saying out loud how much money I'm taking them. That's why I'm writing it down.
I'm not talking about speaking to somebody like that. I'm saying, hey, can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere?
I'm gonna consider it now that y'all fucking drew guns on me. I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, at every bank in America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life just never happened.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right? Yeah. Y'all the ones with guns and vests. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What's my perspective? What's my perspective? I know at the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem, bro. Yeah. I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her. Yeah. And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. It's taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks. Yeah. I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear. I hear Glocks getting pulled out.
We all heard it.
Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you see my perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean.
And that's that's the gist of it right there, Shawnee. You want to see
and for the record, J Black, $12,000 isn't a lot of money to for somebody to take out of their account if they have it. I mean, would somebody look at you if you took out?
Please jump in. Stacey, where the link at?
5,000.
Stacey, if she can pop on. But Stacey, is that a lot of money? Is that average, Stacey, as the bank teller? Do you see that a lot? I don't think she sees people taking 12 stacks. Like, that's not like a common. I don't see that being common. But then again, I don't know. I'm not in the banking industry.
Well, but $12,000 is not a lot of money.
What they were saying is, why are you taking it out at the front? You can. It's still, you're right. They saying, why are you taking it out at the front teller? You should go ahead and have to sit down with the person at the table and let them do that.
If it was 50,000, if it was 50,000 or something like that, I could see her saying we have to go to the back so that we can make sure that we count it or whatever. And then for your safety. But $12,000 is not a far-fetched number of money to take out of your account.
Stacey said most banks want you to call if it's over 10 stacks, 10,000 or more. She wants you to they want you to call.
But he's been doing it. He's been doing it. It hasn't been a problem until he got to this bank on that day.
Mm-hmm. He said this is his normal practice.
My thing is, if I got $100,000 in the bank and I come in there and say I want 50,000. Don't tell me I got to go back and call you. This is my money, because what I will do is pull every dime out of here and shut this down and take my money somewhere else.
But if she thought that was what was going on, then there's another procedure, another route she could have taken if she was doubting whether or not it was his. Because he never gave the vibes he was robbing the bank. He never said he never showed made movement like he was.
I was saying, get the next text message. It's the actual 911 call from the bank teller itself.
Okay. But he never even made it. The only thing that she said that made her think that he may be robbing the bank is that he wrote the money down, but he wrote the money down with his account number. What bank robber gives you ID and his card and puts him in a PIN number
and account number? Yeah. So I was on the fence at first because I was like, Yeah, why? That's a large amount. I'm going to do the sit down. I'm
And
gonna
while
sit down
you're
at the
going to the
desk.
back, Jay Black, if you were robbing a bank, while she was going to the back and kept coming out and saying, "We're taking care of you. Somebody's taking care of you."
Installing them.
Do you think a bank robber would have waited for that?
Yeah, that's a sign. Usually they out. Oh, something ain't right. They on to me. I'm dipping. They just trying to hold
But
me
you
over
know
for the
what,
cocoa.
Stacey? If they didn't have it at the front, if the front teller didn't have it,
If they,
then
what
she
you
could
talking
have
about? What does
easily
Stacey say?
said, well, she says banks don't have that much to give out. It needs to be ordered. So if the teller at that time did not have the $12,000 in her drawer to give, I've had them go to the back and get it. But never have I even been asked to go to the back, like on some, can you go to the back? I've asked not to use the counter. I knew exactly why he did that, because it makes so much noise. You can hear it. Everybody who's
How
sitting
much money
there
you
in
pulling
line
out?
can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my own bank stories. I definitely have my own bank stories. I pulled all my money out of Wells Fargo one time because they wouldn't let me go through the line and pull my money out, a certain amount. So I went, nobody was behind me. So I went through the line 3 or 4 times to get what I needed.
Wow. So you was extra
With
paying
corporate
attention.
on the
So
phone.
you
With
said
corporate on the phone.
So I'm gonna go through 3 times to get the amount because they won't let me
Yep.
take out the whole thing, but I can
Yep.
take
And
out
so
the
about
portions.
the third time, she got mad, and the teller got mad and said, "You're being smart. You can't do this." I said, "I don't understand what you mean when you say I'm being smart. When you're talking about business practices. Thank you. Like, are you complimenting me?" I knew what she meant. But where there's more than one way to skin a cat, per se, Jay Black, especially somebody who thinks they're the owner of the bank and they start making their own rules and regulations. The bank teller could have done this, went about this a total different way.
I do that at the supermarket when they say 10 items or less. I say, all right, well, I'm gonna do 10, and then I'm gonna do a separate transaction for these other 4.
You petty. You petty. I would too.
Separate transactions.
I would too.
But really, but in all seriousness, yeah, I thought it had some. I get it. I got a little bit of it being a shock, but she went over the top. You know, with it. Once you verified who you are with your PIN number, your card, your ID, yeah, case closed. It's your bread. I can't judge you based off of your appearance because you got a hoodie on in the Scully, and you can't have that bread. So I thought that was foul. I really did. I thought that.
So
was really
in most banks, you can't take more than $3,000 out going through the drive-through. They'll tell you have to come in. So he went in. She could have went about this so many different ways. Once she went to the back, she had his ID, she had his bank card and account information. A simple, "Sir, can you pull down your mask for verification?" She could have looked at his
she never
ID.
even looked at his ID.
She didn't. She said it on the 911 call. She never looked at the ID. The 911 caller asked her, "Well, did you verify?" She said, "I did not." She did not verify. So therein lies one of the biggest issues.
Sean said it'd be funny if she called the number on the file and the phone started.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, hey, what more?
Yes.
I am getting the call too, and y'all have to hear her. This girl sounds slow as hell.
She sounds real slow.
Do they think they own a bank?
She sounds slow as hell. She sounds like blondes. She sounds like
Stacey saying, I guess a lot of tellers feel like it's their money, they own the bank, and they the gatekeepers to your cash. Like, I guess they I need to see another piece of ID or your signatures don't match. I guess some of it is to protect. I guess if it's legit, fraud.
It is, but you have to also verify your customer. There are things in place, systems in place with banks that you can verify who they are. Whether did she ask for a signature? And why would you need a signature when you have the PIN, the state ID, the correct account number, and the bank card? She could even ask, "Can you give me another credit card?"
The 10 items or less, Kelly.
The 10 items or less. I do the same thing.
What? I missed the 10 items or less. What was it?
No, Mo was talking about sometimes people are petty, and if they don't want to give you a certain amount, so
there's a way to
get it and then go back
process.
in line and keeps going in circles to get to the total that she wants. But I guess it's like if I needed coins if I wanted some like if I gotta wash clothes in the laundromat and I don't have a wash and dryer at home and I need quarters, they don't want you to run up and say, yo, I need $100 worth of quarters. They want you to, that's too much. We ain't prepared for that. Like but I got an account here. You would think if I want to pull $100 out of my account in quarters.
And you don't have to call any bank for $12,000.
I had a bad experience with
everybody has
Bank of
to do that,
over 10,000, they want you to call in advance. They got to prepare.
Everybody has to do that. No, they may not have it at the exact teller drawer, but they can go to the back and get it, or they can go, or they can take from another drawer, whatever that particular bank's procedure is. But you can walk into the bank without calling and get $12,000. Now, 50, they may say $50,000. You need to make an appointment. Right? But 12,000, I'm sorry. Because if I go in a line, if 3 people come in a line and say, you know what, or 4 people come in a line and say, you know what, we need $3,000 a piece, car after car, you still gonna have to go to the back and get it if you don't have it in your drawer.
She got Forrest Gump's sister though.
Yeah, she does. She is Forrest Gump's sister. But I had a bad experience with Bank of America. I don't bank with them anymore.
You too?
Because no, I don't. No, I just use Navy Federal. Of course, because my stuff is protected there. And then it's another bank that I use too. But Bank of America, I had, and this is when I learned to not put all of my money in one bank with one banking institution. When I tell you all of my money, my checking, my savings was all with Bank of America. And I was pregnant with Tamron. And at the time, of course, married to their dad. Well, I decided to add him to my account. To this.
Oh, this sounds like it ain't Bank of America's fault. With you,
added him to my account, and
he has full access.
Apparently, he had some hot chick out there, and instead of them coming back saying, "Hey, you know, we can't add this person to your account because they have this through check systems that they haven't taken care of." Do you know these niggas froze up all of my money?
How you mad at them?
Froze all my money because I had the account. The account was already established in my name. All I did was go in and say, I'm going to add. And I had moved my business account there. So it was a lot of money that was
for them to do the research on the history of this person and what they owe.
You don't close my account, though. You, especially that amount of money. You do not close all of my accounts. You call me and you say, Miss Scott, we noticed that you came in to add this person to your account. However, this is the issue. You know, we can't add them to your account because they have to take care of this. You don't freeze up all my money. You don't do that. And then I was pregnant. I went to the bank and, talked to them, and they were like, well, there's nothing we can do because they closed the account and they're mailing you a check. They're mailing you 3 checks.
But he's not the primary account holder. So how could they do that?
Once you give them that authorization, they're part. That's the same thing as if it's you.
That's authorized usage. That's not the primary account holder.
If they're going through adding him to the account, they didn't even add him because of the situation. So don't freeze up all my money. And I went up there pregnant. I told that bank up. They had to take me in another room. I'm like, no, y'all gonna give me something today because I have nothing. You froze up all my money. All my money. I didn't have $1, nothing. I said, nah, never again. I had my mom close her account with Bank of America.
Blaming Bank of America for that.
I'll never do it again.
Banks do look at who it belongs to the joint. Is the joint primary and secondary? Doesn't matter. Joint and joint. It don't matter. Told you, one in, all in.
That's why ain't nobody going on my damn account.
I learned my lesson that day.
I don't even trust Gabe.
I learned my
Amazon buying, swiping ass.
I know, right? Your kids get you all the time.
Your kids get you too. I ain't add nobody to my account. Matter of fact, I'm taking everybody off my Netflix account right now.
Yeah, funny. No, Bank of America, they did freeze me when that child support issue happened that time. That was my bank that I had. They did. They was but they was just doing what they was told to do. So other than that, Bank of America, they look out. Anytime I see something's fraud, they give me that money right back.
No, I don't. I have no love with the fraud.
It turns out that I really did. So that really was my charge. But they always been. I ain't had no issues with Bank of America. So
well, everybody's saying now bank black with Greenwood. I think it's Greenwood Bank that they're trying to get off the ground for some time. But if you go to their site, it's a waiting list. It'll say thank you for your interest in Greenwood Bank, and then you add your name to this waiting list for this black bank that they're trying to
but they're
establish.
not local. I like a bank that I can go into the bank. Like I don't want to just do a virtual online only bank. I thought about that.
Well, you see what happened to him going into the bank, Jay Black.
Bank of America's everywhere.
But see, I don't understand that. Like with Greenwood or whatever the name of that bank is why is there a waiting list? Why? Okay, y'all did this big old push, this big old advertising campaign for us to join, and now we're trying to join, but we can't. Why is there a waiting list?
I wonder if they did this as a sample to see, like a sample size test to see how many people would actually invest, because when you open up an account, essentially that's what you're doing into, with the bank, you're investing into the bank to be able to sustain itself. So I wonder if it's a test.
There's another one, One United, I think.
I heard of them.
And I know somebody that has that one. And I said, you know what? Matter of fact, this week, I'm going to open an account with them. I'm going to just start with like $100. And then eventually I'll put more, because I'm not moving all my stuff from Navy Federal. I'm not doing that. Here's the
better anyway. That's what a lot of people think.
Well, yeah, because I'm going to start getting my cars and everything through the
Navy Federal Credit Union. Yeah.
Instead of through the finance companies, which the finance company isn't bad. I get good rates, but I was like, if I can get that rate with them, then I should be Gucci with the credit union.
With the credit union, it opens up other doors. I hear good things about Navy Federal Credit Union.
911 call for Ryan Cougar.
Passed me a note, and so I just told my manager I didn't feel comfortable. So he told me to call police while he, I guess, stalls.
What is on the note, ma'am?
It just says I want to withdraw $12,000. Just be discreet.
Is this an actual customer, or are they trying to rob the bank?
They had a debit card, and he inserted it. He gave me a California ID, but I was like, okay. I was like, how do you want the cash back? And he's like, just look at the note.
And he had no weapons, correct?
Not that I know of. He just has on black sunshades and a black hat.
Is he a black male, white male?
He's a black male. And every time I ask him like a question, he's like, look at the note.
So, okay.
But he inserted his debit card, and then I asked for his ID. He handed me his ID as a California ID. But I didn't look at his name because I'm just like so shook up. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do. So I just told him, give me one moment. I have to get my manager.
Okay, so none of his information was even verified. Okay. He might just want to be discreet, but I have police en route.
He might just want to be discreet.
So but did you hear her say, oh, okay, none of this information was even verified, huh?
Yeah, she sounds.
The 911 caller dude. She probably was like, she fruity it in a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Well, she said, I didn't know what he was trying to do.
911 operator, because she did her job. She did her job. But I'm like, the bank teller, is her picture out there? They about to drag you.
You know her. Black Twitter is merciless when it comes to finding people.
Well,
they got the location of the
pregnant bank. Though the cop said she was pregnant. They kept highlighting that she was a pregnant bank teller.
Who cares?
I guess she was more heightened awareness and nervous. I don't know.
That doesn't matter.
The person who I was I think equally mad at was the black woman. And they showed her face with her mask on, coming out as they were leaving with him, and she said, "Good job, officers."
Oh.
It grind my gears. I had to rewind it. Like, did she say what I think she said?
Yep, she said it.
Yeah, she didn't.
You see a black man in handcuffs coming out the bank willingly,
And I was like, he said his ID, and he had yeah, she didn't sound nervous. She didn't sound
sound nervous. She sounds slow.
She sounds stupid. She sounds
like she was either under the influence or slow. Like something was
she sounds like okay, that the way she sounds, and I know this your bank, Jay, but y'all got some problems over there. Why would you even hire somebody like that? Bank of America is stupid. They are trash. If you have money in Bank of America, move somewhere else. If you want to get an account with Navy Federal, you can. All you got to do, you don't have to be a member of the service. If you know somebody that has an account with Navy Federal, we have open.
Not that we have.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have because yes, I am the Navy.
But that ain't black owned, so why are you pushing them?
I thought we supposed to be pushing black owned. You know what? When you go to Navy Federal and you give them a note telling them what you want, they're not gonna call the police on you. She's
that's why I said, is you stupid or is you dumb or are you both?
She's stupid. And Bank of America hired her, so it's on Bank of America. And I still got a problem with Bank of America of when they froze my account that time behind some
Shawnee got invested interest in this. She's like, and then
Bank
y'all
of
froze my
America
account.
is trash. And Shawnee Scott said it on her platform, Media Room 360. You want the smoke? Let's go.
Well, Ryan ended up saying that he spoke with Bank of America and he's happy with the conclusion, and he just wants to move on. So I guess
we'll never know what happened behind the scenes. When he says I'm happy with the conclusion, that doesn't mean that something wasn't taken care of or there wasn't something that was exchanged or whatever. I know his lawyers got involved. They had to. But hopefully, I hope that he doesn't allow it to get swept under the rug. Because everyday people go through this.
Yeah.
With institutions like this. So I hope he doesn't, let them push this away. I'm glad that the footage, the 911 call, all of that is circulating. Apparently from the date it happened in January. It didn't just happen.
So Shawnee, you on to something like Lady Q, Adrian?
I'm telling you, Navy Federal is the truth. It's the truth.
My fiance says
they give you advance money.
You need to bring your money over here.
They give you advance.
Well, you can apply. It's not.
Do they be
I guess
depending on your. Do they approve you?
Yeah. They approve. I hear a lot of people getting approved and being able to get their business loans through them. I even have my business account is with Navy Federal. I moved that from because at one point I had it with Compass, and I moved it to Navy Federal.
Stacy said a bank is a bank. Bank of America will fire her, and Navy Federal will hire her.
Navy Federal better not hire her. Listen, I'll get all the troops together, and we be like, not that bitch. She can't touch our money. No, we serve this country. No, she can't touch our money.
Navy Federal.
No,
you got your ID.
Kelly J.
And speaking of money, so this came up on Keita Rose's page about women that make money. So apparently, Jay, what I'm understanding is that men don't want a woman that is established. If she has her own job, her own car, her own house, and her own money, then men don't want her.
Really?
Is this true?
My wife saw, I guess, that guy's show before, and then Keita did a thing on it. And it was some conversation. Do you have the clip? I guess let me refresh my memory.
I need to see this.
Well, let's play the clip.
I make very, very good money, and she says the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh, and shit.
And what it is these, and this is the thing, I'm not blaming
the women are gonna hate him for that shit. Then
hello. Women won't hate him for that statement. Broke women love that type of rhetoric. See, men will say that as a woman, making a good amount of money and being accomplished will disqualify you from finding a man, but with those same dehydrated ass lips, will ask you, what do you bring to the table? Because I don't want no gold digger. I don't want no woman eating off of me. Make that make sense. A man.
So yeah, make it make sense.
With them same dehydrated lips. Y'all
make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Please make it make sense, Jay.
We need to get Keita back on the show. No, what the guy I think he was saying was, as a man, you want to be able to take care and be a provider. And if your woman, makes much more money or whatever, sometimes that is not there. That's not the case. They're going to be not as submissive as they should be in a relationship, in a sense. Like you, what, am
I
I saying
know,
something
it's like,
wrong?
what?
More than clutch the
going,
pearls. I don't know.
I am.
Keep going. Keep going.
Go ahead, because I need
going.
to hear this. I need to hear
Yeah.
y'all logic.
I'm trying to understand. For I'm assuming this is the thought process because of course you're more bold
Hey,
and
slow
cocky.
yo
What up, slow yo
roll.
roll? Good morning, good morning. You people are more females are more aggressive when they feel like, oh yeah, I don't need you for nothing. Well, you do need me for something. And you got to know how to balance that. The majority of the females that make more money, they can't. They more, I guess.
Newsflash.
Extra.
J Black newsflash.
What?
If I make my own money, that does not negate or it doesn't remove you from if you want to be the head and take care of the household.
Right.
That one has nothing to do with the other. I think that is an insecurity in your other half when that comes about. Like you can't. So just because your woman make money, that makes you feel like you're not in a position where you're taking care of her.
And I mean, for
him
to say that
out.
Wait a minute. Let's listen to what he said again. I'm just gonna play the guy's part.
I make very, very good money, and she says the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you?
That's the part that gets me. Who wants you? Who wants you because you're successful? You got your own shit. You make your own money. So who wants me?
Really?
Lady Q was saying, go read that, Mo.
Lady Q says, as a man that thinks like that wants to control or at least feel like he's in control because he has the money. It's giving tiny dick energy to me.
Wow.
I agree.
I mean,
that is a huge insecurity on your part.
Hey,
it's a huge insecurity on your part. There's no way that you can say because a woman is successful, has her own, and comes already established that you don't want her or why? Who wants you?
That's a
big women out there who are out there, getting themselves established, making sure that they have all their ducks in a row. You basically saying they're gonna be single, because they're doing something for themselves.
But you know what, Mo? I felt that way for a while because it was like you especially, people look at what you have and they start making assumptions. And yeah, I have worked hard. I've worked my ass off for everything that I got. And for some guys, it's too much. It's like, ain't nothing I can do.
I work my ass off, but guess what? They like I still gotta spend Craig's money.
Can y'all admit that you're a little bit more cocky if you make more money than a guy?
No, because them hood rat bitches that's gold diggers, the ones that are real gold diggers are the ones that's cocky. To sit on your ass all day and expect for somebody to take care of you and buy you Birkin bags and fly you here and there. That's cocky to me. But the fact that I get up, I work, I'm willing to put in whatever, because ain't nobody gonna outwork me. Okay, so I get whatever I want. Then why would you
didn't belittle your man a little bit when you made more money?
No,
that's a respect thing. Like that has nothing to do with how much money a woman makes.
That's what some females do, and that's what he was. I think that was the angle he was going.
No, because if I make more money than my man, like if I get to that point, if I'm in it with somebody like that, we're like that, and I make more money, then that's us,
Right. If I make good money and you make good money, that means that we make good money. I mean, to say that a woman has less value to you because she comes already packaged up and good, that's crazy to me. I feel like that just lead to me, like Lady Q says, it screams small dick energy. It screams insecurity. It screams that you got a lot of baggage that you need to deal with before you even get to that woman. So maybe it's a blessing for you to be bypassed by some of these men who think that just because you got it going on, that you're not dateable.
Sean said it motivates him. And I get it. Like if a female makes more than a man, it motivates him to get his hustle on so he can be up there, if not making the same more. So,
but see, I don't want that. If I make more money and we make good money together, I don't need you working harder to make more money because now you're taking away from. No, you're taking away from our time. We are good. We are
We're
good.
not good.
We are no.
As a
you
man,
ain't
deep down,
good because of what
I
you're
feel weird.
bringing.
I would feel a little weird if
No.
my wife made more money than me. I would feel a little. I would feel a little less than a man, a little bit.
No,
Just
no,
being
no,
honest.
no, no,
And I don't know if every
no.
guy would admit that, but it's like
No.
I'm supposed to be making the money,
No.
So Jay,
No.
if
not
your
being
woman,
off a woman or needing. That's just weird.
but Jay, if your woman makes more, so you're saying that you have to date a woman that is
No, I
perceivably
didn't say all that. I just said
below
I'm
you.
like Sean. It's a motivational thing of if your woman makes more, I can see how a guy will want to earn more money as well.
So,
no,
but
because you taking away from our time. If you're gonna start working more, then that takes away from our quality time. We both bring in enough money so that we can enjoy life together. The goal is not to get together so you can work yourself to death. The goal is to be together so you can enjoy each other. So if
maybe it's
mine
an old
is,
mentality, maybe it's
yeah,
a 80s whatever.
But see,
mentality.
Jay Black, that mentality is why there's so many successful single women out there. And when men meet them, the first thing when they find out their credentials and all of that.
I said something earlier, Sean.
Yeah, you did. You mumble rapper back again.
Yeah,
But when men out there meet a woman that's successful, they go out on a date and they like, oh wow, you do all of that. Oh, you got all of that. They become intimidated. So it's like you damn if you do, you damned if you don't. Type of thing with women. And then they say, oh, well, what's wrong with you when they see that you're single and you're pretty? You're a professional, you got all of these things going on. And I've experienced that in my lifetime, over and over and over again. And for you to break it down like that, and for me to actually hear a man say that who wants you, that's a hurt piece to all successful Black women who are trying to follow their dreams and goals. That's a hurt piece.
The link is sent, Trendsetter, if you want to pop on, because I feel like he's a man that has some thoughts on this. Where's Amir at, too?
Because I feel like you should celebrate your mate no matter what.
Celebrate.
You should celebrate like, yo, my Black queen is doing it. Why can't you celebrate her? And then also for us as women, even though we are successful or making that money, you still got to celebrate your king where he at. So it's not like just because I'm making money or making more money than you, then I'm going to say, you can't tell me what to do. How Scott say it? You can't tell me what to do unless you can tell me what to do. So those are two different things. It's two different things. And what I hear is a control issue to me. It's an insecurity issue to me.
I done told you as a man, it would feel funny to me. So I just want to motivate me.
So if you're motivated, motivating
doesn't
mean that you're working more hours. Motivation could mean, like my queen just motivated me to look into doing something different to better our circumstance or to even elevate us even higher. But to look down on a woman and basically diminish her worth because she has worked so hard, going to school or worked so hard, mastering, trying to create this business and this legacy for you and your family, I think that's wrong.
I think that's competition.
I would get clowned too. I think I would get clowned.
Who would know?
Who would know?
I think Mike would clown me. I think Mike would clown me.
Who would know? You would
I got another friend. I think that clown like, yo, what?
You would have to tell them that.
But are you secure, Jay Black? You should say, yeah, we both secure in the bag for our family. Right. And when you're dating someone, first of all, when you're dating someone, you shouldn't want to tell your boys what your woman is making anyway. Because
they on
the sidelines.
How they gonna know?
Sidelines, like, yo, you see who
you can tell when the female makes.
How can you tell?
Like, all right, I'm just
how can you now answer this question? How can you tell if you don't tell them? How can somebody look at your relationship and be like? Yeah, because I'm just saying, Lady Q got her own business, so Lady Q can very well start making more money than you.
Then what?
She works for herself. So what? You gonna go get another job? What you gonna do?
No, you're gonna say our family.
Go start your own business.
It'll be a joint venture then.
now you.
So you gonna ride her coattail? You gonna hop on her coattail? And
how do you make these 5 shirts again? And what I gotta do? You got to order for 20 more. Well, let me help that with that order.
Yeah, so you about to jump now, y'all team. Now everybody gonna know that you jumped on her business because we know Lady Q got a business.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as long as she right there, matter of fact, because of that, everybody right now, I need y'all to order a shirt today from Woke Up Inspired. Go to wokeuppinspired.com.
Hush up, slow your roll. Hush up.
Pick a shirt.
Yo, shout out to Leah
Slow
Fraser.
your roll said, Jay Black, you're tripping. You're letting other people dictate your family. Yes. I agree
feels
with that.
weird
You
for
can't go
me
with your
to have-
boys.
I don't know. I think it's just me. Maybe
Tell him slow
it's
your
the
roll.
old mentality for me of, you know, I'm the breadwinner. I'm the man. I'm taking care of the house.
But you still can listen to yourself. You still can do those things and be in that role. If that's you and Lady Q's, you know, if that's your agreement as a couple.
Lady Q said, "What grown ass man give a f about what they little friend? They little
Right,
friends.
they little friends.
They
You know, anytime you put little in front of anything for a man, that shuts everything down. Your little friends.
So as normal, we send a link out because our show is for everybody. All the supporters, you can jump in at any point if you got a comment. Looks like Trendsetter's joining the show.
Oh, he went away.
He just dropped. I was just about to pop him in.
Yeah.
Hit back in the link, Trendsetter.
I just think that's so sad. And you know what? Men out there, if y'all really think that way, you are missing your soulmates. You letting your true destiny, your life partners pass you by just on a technicality. Money comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
A real one that's going to be there for you. A life partner is going to be there for you. That doesn't come around full circle all the time.
I think it's the initial in the beginning. Once you got that bond and y'all good, I'm sure. Go ahead, Shawnee, you got
in the beginning. So you're telling me if you go out on a date with a woman, beautiful, hey Trendsetter.
Turn your radio down. Look now.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio
Hey,
down.
Trendsetter. You gotta turn everything down. So you're saying that if a woman is beautiful, you start dating her, you find out that she's successful, she owns her own home, she has her own money, she can essentially financially do everything pretty much that you could provide and do for her. You would walk away and say, I don't need that type of person in my life.
You know what? I'm gonna say this for the old school cats. You know, yeah, the man's supposed to bring the bread home and everything like that. But I get it. If her money is part of my circle as well of development, then I'm all for it at the same time. You see what I'm saying? If she, because like one of my sisters, she makes more money than her husband do, but he's always complaining. But I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, it's kind of like being of equal yoke. When your yoke get low, she can replenish you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you know, in today's times, that's the formula of the hustle. That's what's going to work.
So why do you think men don't celebrate their woman or even women in general? Why do you think men have a hard time celebrating women who are in those spaces of financial power? Why do you feel like you know, it's such a problem? Like, why does it diminish who they are, like diminish their value? It's like kind of like your stock go all the way down if you're successful as a Black woman.
Because we're known for being the heads of our household, just like Jay Black said.
So define head of household for me. I mean, just like in your own words, what do you think head of household means?
The main breadwinner, should we say, that provides. You know, that pays the house note, that pays the car notes, that makes sure there's food in the kitchen, you know, the one that feeds the kids and all that, you know, the main provider.
So do you feel like if a woman is successful, that you can't still be in that role of being the head of household, financial provider, and taking care of everything, like just from your model and your perspective? Do you feel like you still can't do that?
I feel as though
making that amount, like making a lot of money.
I feel as though that role can fluctuate between both partners. Ooh. You know what I mean? Because I mean, get it. Some men, they lose their jobs. Okay, your money is low, but your woman's kicking in. Your woman's y'all are each other's plan B. You see what I'm saying? Because if the woman gets laid off, and then just say the man, you know, he done came up on the job. Okay, now he's the provider. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be it fluctuates.
But from a role perspective, like when we're talking about roles in your relationship,
right?
Why do you feel like that in any way, if a woman makes more money than you, that it emasculates you or takes you out of being, I guess, valid in your role of being head of household?
Yes, it does. Because there's certain personal expectations that some men hold themselves to. You know, their fathers probably instilled it in them, just like with myself. You know, yeah, if I have a household, that's my responsibility to my family, my responsibility to my, you know, if I was married or whatever, to my wife or my girlfriend. You see what I'm saying?
So, Trendsetter, what if your money is like, as a man, if your money is already long and you can take care of the household? We're not saying that you can't do these things, but all of a sudden, the woman that you're with starts to make more money than you.
Counselor,
Look? I'm trying to understand this as a Black woman who, you know, I worked really hard to go to school. I worked really hard to get things and be successful on my own and be able to stand on my own as a single woman. So why I'm just trying to figure out, why does a man look at a woman, even if I say, hey, you the king of the castle, you can take care of everything, why does it diminish my value as a potential partner or mate?
I mean, you know, you got a lot of men out there that, independently, they good. You know what I mean? But then as soon as they link up with somebody that's a little bit more superior than they are in certain areas, of course it's gonna break them down a little bit. You know what I mean?
So you think it all boils down to
I mean,
it makes men insecure?
At the end of the day, it boils down to the individual, to their skill set, to what they're willing to adapt to, you know, and what have you. Because at the end of the day, if I meet a woman, she make more bread than I do, true enough, it's not going to change my role overall because I know my place. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, as a man, if I'm not being able to provide, okay, you know, there's going to be some little friction right there. But overall, if she kicks in as my plan B, you know, for a little bit and do what needs to be done, you know what? I salute her for taking on that role. You see what I'm saying? But
thank you for being honest.
You know, but and then too at the same time, a lot of men cannot accept it. They feel as though, you know, my woman makes way more bread than me, or she hustles more harder than I do. Then that should be a flag to that dude to say, you need to get your skill set up. You need to match me like a 401k when it comes to the because you can't be out here with your homeboy doing your thing. You know, I mean, I get it. I don't care if you sell weed, crack, cocaine, whatever you do. That's your hustle. I get it. No. Listen, I'm talking about from the streets to the boardroom to corporate America. I understand that you gonna do whatever you got to do to keep that roof over your head, keep them bills paid, and so forth and so forth. But at the same time, if your woman coming in and she paying the bill, she ain't going out here spending frivolously. She's doing what's required of her as a wife or a girlfriend or what have you. You know what I mean? And you got some men that they'll talk a good game, but let's look at your resume. Your resume don't say that your hustle is matching hers. So now you got to go out here and get on your Malcolm X thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to find your niche. What's gonna bring in that extra residual? You know what I mean?
Because your hustle might not be able to match her hustle. And I say this all the time. You ain't gonna outwork me. Who gonna outwork me?
But that's what I'm saying. Like Shawnee, you know what I'm saying? Just saying hypothetical. You know, if you see that she's doing what she got to do at a high level, she's bringing in money every week, every day from this side hustle. You know what I mean? Then and you looking at yours, then you should use that woman as your template, as your blueprint. To say because sometimes a black woman, black women have certain ways that they're trying to deliver messages over to their mates. But we as black men, we take it in the wrong way. We saturate that information the wrong way. We thinking that you saying I'm weak or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. No, that's a caution flag for she's saying to you, baby, I see potential in you. If you don't see potential in yourself, don't.
No, God, give me say you're doing more, but she, the way she's delivering the messages, you need to do this, and
But what if she's not saying that? What if she's not that? That's what I'm saying. What if she's not saying that? Like I don't say that. I don't say.
I know, Shani, you don't say that.
You're not doing that. So that's what I'm trying to understand, and I'm not the only woman like me. So for him to say, well, we don't want you if you're like that. Some people you just can't. It's somebody out there I can't outwork. but I know how I work. And so if I'm with a man and I'm okay with where he is, it's okay with me. I don't care what everybody else
True
say.
said it. That's the problem now. She makes money,
Then-
so now she thinks she can just keep talking. I know you was trying to get your point out, but that's
So,
her problem.
so you know what,
Jay Black.
I am being quiet. I am being reserved, and I am
The
really
man trying to
absorbing and
explain.
listening.
But
to
I'm
what
trying.
Prince
I
said.
I know.
We're trying to understand
Shut up,
the
Jay.
mentality. But you know what? Guess what? Maybe it's not meant for a strong woman. Mind you, a strong black woman, because I'm going to speak from my perspective. Maybe it's not meant for a strong black woman to understand the insecurities of a black man.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: everybody's not meant to be a queen and a king. You see what I'm saying? Stay in your position. That's where you comfortable at. Be good. You know, you can like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Well, some people are not thirsty enough.
But if a successful black woman is dating you, or just a successful woman, period, is dating you, she's saying that you're enough already.
Right.
Yeah,
If she's pursuing a relationship with you, she know what you got and what you don't have.
But at the same
So
time,
she's loving you for
Hey, Mo,
everything that you are and aren't. So what is the problem?
Some women come with itineraries for their men. If I'm gonna date you, you got to meet this over here. Especially if you got bread, money, you done came up on your own hustle, and now you just power player now. You see what I'm saying? They not just gonna accept the guy that works at McDonald's.
But you can be a power. That's not true. That is definitely not true.
That is not true.
I know a very influential woman.
Hold up. At some point, the woman gonna get tired of paying the bills.
That's not true.
That's not true. I know firsthand a very influential woman. And her man only makes about $20 an hour as a security guard.
But you know what? When y'all say that's not true, that's based on y'all's experience. In general,
right. And
a general woman would not walk into a McDonald's and say she made eye with the counter boy.
We are general women. That's why I don't get
y'all are power players.
Y'all always put us in the other thing. And my thing is the little thing that we played, the man offended me. I'm truly offended by that. For him to say, oh, we don't want you.
Who wants you? Who wants you? You're saying I'm good money. I'm pretty. I'm successful. I'm kind. I go to church. I love the kids. Like
I brush my
all of these things. You know, I'm a porn star in the bed. Like I'm doing all of these things. I'm adding up. My math is mathing. I mean, mathing. You're telling me that who wants me? Who wants me? Because I'm all of these things. But then on the flip side, you complain if I'm not. So that's why I said we are damned if we do, and we damned if we don't.
Well, thanks for popping in, Trinidad. I don't know how long you can stick around.
Thank you.
It seems like they got their own opinion, their own narrative.
No, I'm being a student today. I'm not even really flexing my opinion today. I'm really trying to be a student and understand what the hell is going on in y'all mind that y'all feel like.
You see what I'm saying? If a woman, if a dude making $9 an hour, you mean Shiny gonna say, hey, you can come to you can come to dinner with me at
ain't no data Tuesdays happening.
But you know what? I don't. Let me find out what his background. Let me speak on that.
What are you gonna do?
Wait, Lady Q.
Let me speak on that. So
and then we're gonna go to Lady Q's comment.
At this point in my life, if I met a man that worked at McDonald's and he was making $9 an hour, I would, if a dude hollered at me, I'd holler back. I would talk because you don't know what happened. Wait, let me finish. This is what I'm saying.
$2,000 a piece.
What?
Let
Jay Black
I need the whole. Yeah, both of us. We need the whole too.
Yeah, we gotta pay our rent. We only paid half of it last month.
Go back.
I'm talking about like Jay Black, but the dude at McDonald's that make $9 an hour, he might have retired from something and now he works at McDonald's. You don't know.
So
you don't know.
I
went and worked at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's when I had cancer. I'm talking about as a 40-year-old woman, I went and said, "Man, I'll take your order, please. You want fries with that?" And I was cool. I was happy, you know. So just because because they work at McDonald's, like I hate when people do that to people because if they happy there, then that's what
Right.
matters is them being
Right,
happy.
right,
I would
right,
rather
right.
have a man that work at McDonald's, make
Well,
$9
well,
an hour, come
well,
home happy every
Hey,
day,
Black,
than working some
we're gonna say
corporate
it like
job
this.
and he
We're gonna say it
pissed
like
off
this.
every
We're
time
gonna
he
say it
get
like
home.
this.
Go ahead.
Be a king and a queen on your own platform in your own right. You know, if you working at McDonald's, hey, I'm not mad at how you make your money.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you comfortable and you good where you at, cool. But
And I'm sorry, I wrote past McDonald's the other day, and they was hiring $30,000 a year is what they was advertising.
I mean, I don't.
You know what?
I don't have no
You
problem.
know what, Jay Black? Shawty should go to a McDonald's and film this.
Find her future husband.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a little project. She go to McDonald's, Wendy's, wherever. Walmart. Go find you a $9, $10 brother.
I'm bougie. Take me to
I want you to
Chipotle.
video this. I want you to ask him a question. Say, you know, hey, I own my own company, blah, blah, blah. You know, just make it see and see what the reaction is. Let's get some proof.
But you don't have
okay,
to.
so we're gonna do a social experiment. All right.
A social experiment? Okay.
Mo, you do the same thing, Mo. You do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I gotta see this.
So Lady Q says, hold on. Lady Q says, I moved in with the mister when he was unemployed because I knew what kind of hustle he had. I trusted him. We were good then and even better now. So don't discredit the way that we view men. Don't discredit. Women are the biggest culprits of seeing potential.
It's based on the woman, though. It's a case by case basis.
But how do you know if you don't give us a chance? Because the first thing you see is she's successful, so I don't want her.
I can't talk to her because
I can't talk to her.
She got that.
She's more successful than me.
Matter of fact, you know what, Shawnee, when you came to Fat Tuesday, right? It was a lady at the bar, and I try to be nice to people. You see what I'm saying? But I was trying to buy her a drink. You know, I told the bartender, I say, you know, get that young lady right there a drink. You know, she was probably in her mid-40s. You know what I mean? And she was like, she came to the bar came to the DJ booth with the drink, and she gonna talk about, you bought this for me. I don't need no man buying me nothing. I said,
well, that's her because I would have drunk it. I would have been like, thank you.
But to that point,
he says, fondue.
You know what? Trendsetter.
She looked at me like, you know, like I was worth only $5 or something.
But you know what, trendsetter? That goes back to the point of the stereotype. You know what she did? She looked at you and she came over and said, "Oh, this nigga must want something."
Right.
He must want something. So I'm not saying that she's right either, but in her past experiences, she may experience, you know how a lot of men, not all men, that's the precursor to I want to smash. I'm gonna buy you a couple of drinks. You gonna kiki with me, and I'm not saying all, but that's some men have that mentality when they go to the bar. I'm gonna get her a couple of drinks, and then I'm gonna get the smash.
That drink. I'd be like, thank you.
Me too, Shawnee.
My homegirl need a drink too.
Let me put your number. Let me get your number. Put it on my phone real quick. Let me text you. You giving up your number, Shawnee?
Oh no, I ain't giving my number up. Not for a drink.
I want to see this social experiment.
Okay, we gonna do the social experiment. Me and Mo.
I'm down.
Together.
I'm down.
I'm gonna have to get a little camera, and I gotta get somebody to go with me.
I'm down.
But I mean, that's the thing. I don't be walking up to dudes talking about, "Hey, I like you." No, the dude have to come talk to me. Can the breadwinner borrow money from the spouse? If it's your spouse, you're not borrowing money. It's y'all money. What do you mean?
They call it a temporary loan.
It ain't no loan. It's y'all's money. How you borrowing money from me?
You know, y'all women, y'all come back to the table saying, "Well, I work for that money. I hustle that money."
He go buy some Jordans when he borrowed money earlier.
I don't know what kind of women. You know what?
He gonna buy them J's. He know he ain't to replenish that money back in his other account yet.
Y'all be picking trash women, and I'm gonna say y'all be picking trash women because every woman is not like that.
These are women that are damaged goods from their previous.
Okay, well then don't get the damaged goods. If you go to the produce department, you know when you to pick the fruit up and squeeze it, if it's too soft, if it's too hard, it's not right. It ain't red. Yeah, when she say certain things to let you know that she throw it off.
You want me to squeeze a woman like a thing of bread?
The woman will say some stuff to let you know.
All over you.
that the elevator don't go all the way to the top. But y'all keep talking because you see something that you like and you're trying to just get to what you want to get to instead of making a decision saying, you know what, to say what I want.
All men ain't the same, no.
Nope.
No, but y'all talking about the women be doing this, the women. Well, stop talking to them women.
Just be honest with what he was saying is what I was trying to get at. Are you just be honest for a minute that there are a lot of women out there as he described? Can you agree to that?
Women that what?
Hold on, Jay Black. Mo ain't here. You know, that's gonna feel overwhelmed.
No, I ain't overwhelmed. I got this. I ain't overwhelmed. A lot of women that what? That feel that a man is what? What am I? What do you want me to be honest about?
As Trendsetter was explaining, you have some women that that will hold that over your head, that will say little comments and from time to time to take them shots and jabs. Like
there are some women that do that. Yes, absolutely. But there are women that don't.
You're not one of those women, right?
No, I don't do that.
Okay. You ain't never jabbed at a dude verbally?
What do you jabbed at him because I made more money than him?
Or felt like you had more power over him because you made
no, because I don't want no sorry man. So any man that I'm dealing with,
here we go.
Any man that I'm dealing with has confidence and he knows how to handle himself in any situation. So, and he's the leader. Whoever I'm dealing with is that's the leader.
Do you like men that are alphas?
Absolutely. That's the only thing I can have in my life.
Would you consider yourself an alpha female?
I am.
See, so that's gonna bump heads right there.
No, I have to turn that shit down with a real alpha.
Well, look at you.
A real alpha know how to make me say, okay, let me sit down in the corner. And no, if you're an alpha female and you get a real alpha male, you know how to tone that down.
Right.
Yeah. So no, that's a beautiful thing. And like Lady Q said, I don't know any women like that. I see them in my Facebook groups, but I don't know any personally. No, I know some that'll, be like, oh, this nigga ain't worth and I do this and I do that. I don't keep score. It just if I'm with somebody, then I'm already down for them. It don't matter.
Every day, it's like somebody holler at you that was like worked at a McDonald's or Wendy's or wherever fast food, and they tried to holler and you took them serious, and like, has that ever really happened to you?
No.
And that's because you felt like they didn't have a future? Because I'm sure
somebody ain't nobody tried to holler at me to work at McDonald's. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all think dudes be getting at me. Dudes do not get at me. They don't get at me. They when they find out that I'm talking to somebody, then that's when it'll be, oh, well, I was scared to talk to you. Then you didn't need to talk to me if you were scared to talk to me. So no, dudes don't be getting at me.
So no
like
guy
that.
ever flirted with you at any restaurant that was working?
At McDonald's, no.
Any restaurant,
anywhere,
any $9, $10 spot.
Yeah, Walmart.
No, the Walmart dudes don't be trying to holler. Now I have little young guys that'll, they'll.
What you consider young guys under 35?
Yeah, under 30. Yeah, then they be in their 20s trying to, holler. And they, I talk back and they be like, oh, you talking to me? You talking to me?
Right.
So what you got to say?
And they freeze up.
Then they freeze. I'm like, yeah, there's a whole woman over here with 2 kids. What you gonna do?
Damn.
You pretty
with that fella.
Yeah, no, got some. No, but if a guy talked to me, I don't know. I couldn't talk to no little 20-year-old. I couldn't do it. I can't talk to nobody in their 30s. I'm not gonna be able to do it. You got to be between 40 and 45.
So there are prerequisites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm sure her list is long. They gotta make a certain amount of money. Got to be driven. Got to be motivated. Can't have no more than one kid. And the baby mom.
We got a book coming out pretty soon.
I do have a book coming out. I do have a book coming out.
Things to look for. It's called Things to Look For.
I like that title. I'm gonna do one on that too. I'm gonna do a talk on that. But
I like the match like they 401k. I like that book.
The working title is "It's Time to Come Up, Sis." It's time to come up, sis. That's the working title right now. It's time to come up, sis. Let's get it together.
So Jay Black, that means you need to do a counter book for the men.
Called what? Mumble rap?
No, just being me.
Just being me, y'all.
Well, while we're talking about this, since I got 2 men here, There was another story in the news about DNA tests and paternity. Let me pull it up because I can't remember everything on it, and I want to make sure that I say it right. Yeah, about these DNA tests and these women. So here it is, right here. So it goes. Unpopular opinion. I think DNA tests should be mandatory before you can put a last name on a birth certificate and for health insurance and stuff like that. I don't understand why women would be so mad about a man wanting one or why niggas be dodging taking one less you. I don't understand that last part. But the whole DNA part. So if you guys
Hey, Masika.
were in a situation where you had a baby on the way and you know this is your baby. You know this your baby.
Who
Are you
knows it?
still gonna push? You know it's your baby.
Who you said who knows it?
You.
Who the female that knows
The
it?
man,
Or the
you.
man?
Of course, the female knows it's her baby because
I
she
don't know
carried the baby.
100% that it's mine. But go ahead. Keep
Why
going.
you don't know if this your woman?
Because females cheat,
I
and
might have been
historically,
I don't know.
There's a bunch of cases out here that shows that people been paying for other people's seeds.
Thank you, sir.
People lied. People. What do you mean?
What? Are
It's
you
historically,
serious right
stop
now?
playing with me, Shiny. Historically, we've known and heard plenty of stories where people paid and it wasn't their kid. The female lied, or they thought, oh, I thought it was his.
No, you and this person are in a relationship. Y'all are in a relationship. So you would require a mandatory DNA test before you put your last
To be
name on the birth
honest,
certificate? Yes.
I did one with Lady Q.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I did my own DNA test.
Why?
He came out too light skinned for me.
Oh,
I was like,
Jay
I'm being
Black.
honest. I'm being
Jay
honest.
Black.
I started having
Jay Black.
I'm being real. She was pissed.
No.
She was initially pissed.
Jay Black.
The baby came out Jay White.
Yeah. Yeah.
The baby looked just like Jay Black. He got his head. What do you mean?
You got a picture of the baby?
Yeah, my boy, Shiny Pack. But my boy, being honest, he was too light skinned for me, and I started questioning things.
Lady Q is light skinned.
But I know my wife did well. I knew she wasn't. Was we married then? I don't even know.
It don't matter if y'all was married.
But either way, I did it for myself, for my sanity. She knew that kid was hers. She knew my boy was hers. As they say, the female knows 100% of the time is theirs.
Yeah,
but as a guy,
we
don't have 100%. So what's wrong with having a DNA test? I think it should be. I like what Masika said. They're making it mandatory. That takes all that out of the, off the table. And she felt she was upset initially. Wow. And actually, when it came, I ordered it. I went to the Murray show. They be doing it. I Googled the research what Murray uses. Yes, I went and ordered a DNA test kit, and it came and did the swab, and then I needed her help at one point, and that's when she found out and was pissed. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I needed to tell you got to swab mine, swab his, put it in, and then you send it off and you wait for the results. Yeah, I did the whole kit. I did it all.
Jay Black, I don't believe you right now.
I swear I did. And she was pissed.
Wow.
And it was for my sanity. You can't be 100% comfortable and not me.
So how old?
It was when he was born. He came when I saw that light skin. It came looking like a Puerto Rican, light skinned white Mexican. I don't know what he was. He came out too light with the hair, and I said no. I was picturing a more. But let me stop talking because I'm probably saying too much. But
no.
I felt like it was too much, and I didn't 100% wasn't sure. Like, why does he? I didn't understand that at that time that you can be as dark as I am and have a light-skinned kid because she's bright white,
right?
Like, so, but it was, call it what you want. But I felt better when I did the DNA and it said, well, I did mess with it because it said 99.99999 something 0.7 or something. I said, oh, what is this 99 point? And then because nothing's 100%. I know, but but yeah,
Lady
I did it.
Should never have to work again in life. You owe this woman so much to have to deal.
Kelly agrees with me too. Good. Yeah, the DNA test, I think it's fair for a guy to get his own DNA. And if it's mandatory, like Masika's asking for, that takes it out. As a woman, right, Shani? Is that fair that you can know 100% of the time that that's your kid and the guy got to believe you?
That if
you could have stepped out. Go ahead.
No, if we're together and you don't trust me like that, then I got a problem with it. I have a problem with it. And went through that with my baby girl. The baby girl, the dad didn't think she was his baby the whole time I was pregnant until she was born. When she was born and he looked at her, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's my baby."
Well, when every
But
baby born, you really don't know when they first born. They all
yes, you do. They look like you. They look like you. But I mean, my thing is, most babies come out. Yeah, like my kids came out light bright. I'm not light.
Well, but you still know they came from you. You know that's
You
your
know,
seed.
but what I'm
Jacqueline,
saying to you is
you
that,
further
and
on.
then even
No,
when
I
I
didn't,
was
Jacqueline.
born,
I felt I had no doubts of Lady Q don't go nowhere. Like she's home. Like we always like it, there was no doubts of her stepping out. It wasn't until he came out that light skin, and that's when that triggered something for me. I said, "Is this a Puerto Rican? Is this a white
that's
baby?"
the part. That's the part that I'm talking about. Is that the whole pregnancy you was cool, and
I
then when
was
the
fine.
baby
Yeah, it
was
wasn't.
born,
Yeah, it was
you
just two
like,
light
I
skins.
need a DNA test. That is messed up, Jay.
I
That is
did.
messed up, Jay.
Don't make me feel bad.
Messed
Because at
up.
the time I did when she got upset, but I said, but what about my sanity? Why can't I be comfortable?
I
Where's my
mean, but that says a lot about your trust. If I was presented
trust?
with
This is
that
a life decision that's going for the rest. Because once I
trust,
got a bind, I'm here. You know, I need once I'm hooked, hook, line, sinker, mine or not. But that's is their life. I can't just go because I trust it.
so you
No.
didn't have a bond. You didn't bond with the baby before the baby came
Yeah, I
out.
did. I did bond, but I did the
Okay.
test as soon as he was born. I ordered the test ASAP. I'm being honest.
No, that's a lot. Now, if I was asked to do a DNA test, I wouldn't have no problem doing it. And I think anybody that was on the up and up wouldn't have a problem doing it. But it's just like still like, oh, you don't trust me like that? You think I would stoop that low to do something like that and trick you into believing that this is your baby when it's not? Not saying that it hasn't happened. I know that women do that out there, but if we together like that and in that type of relationship, you think that I'm over here doing that, destroying our relationship?
Mistakes happen.
Oh, hell, Jay. No.
Mistakes happen. It'd be a lot of females that say, "Oh, that drunk night that didn't count, but produced this kid," and then what?
Wow.
And now somebody raising another man's child.
No. No.
I guess you're saying too much.
What's up? The champ is here.
What up, champ? I ain't seen him in here in a minute.
I know.
Yeah,
How you
it's
been,
okay.
champ?
It's okay to get a DNA test, as far as I'm concerned, fellas. Don't let no female try to punk you or scare you into not having your 100% like they got. Go out there, get your DNA test, and they don't cost that much.
How much did it cost?
It didn't cost a lot. I don't remember exactly the price, but I know it wouldn't have been no limits. I wanted the Murray Povit. I wanted from the show. I wanted to save people.
If it didn't cost a lot, it might be faulty.
There's my boy right there. He was
looked
too light
just
skinned.
like you. He was
even lighter when he was first
you.
born. And I was like, whoa.
He looked just like you. That don't even make no sense. That is Jay Black. Yeah, that is yellow Jay Black all the way down to the glasses.
I was like, okay, there's my boy. Oh, that was his 80s theme in school. Lady Q did the whole Run DMC shirt for him.
That's cute.
And then the Dwayne Wayne different world glasses. But yeah, that's real deal. So don't feel bad, people.
He looked just like
I saw a lot of the comments. It was mixed comments under Masika's post. Some people agreed, some people disagreed. But the reality is don't feel bad. That's my takeaway. No. Yeah, he looked just like, I appreciate it if he does. I still don't think so. I think it looked like his mama, but
he looked like his mama too. I mean, I see both of y'all in there, but that's your child. We know.
That is wife, Jay. I get it, Don. Mistakes happen. I don't know if we was married at the time or wasn't, but we've been together forever. But hey, I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted 100% to make sure that light skin was real. And
boy, you better not never do nothing. I bet not never.
No, I ride out. She
hear nothing about what you done
good.
did to Lady Q. I would get on a
Oh,
plane
what
and
is she
come to
gonna say?
Philly
I
and
might have spoke too
whoop
much. I
her.
don't even know what she about to say there. What she, Jacqueline.
Lady Q said, at Jacqueline, from the moment I met him, he always said, no matter who he got pregnant, he would want a DNA test.
I
His
did.
issue ain't having nothing to do with me.
I did. I told it when we was dating. I
Lady
said,
Q.
yes.
Lady Q.
I let her know from the
Girl.
beginning. I did. I forgot. Yes. I was very
Girl.
clear about that.
Bless your heart. Bless
And
your heart.
but if you
Now I
know that,
see. Let me see.
now
If
you
I
see
see
what.
it.
But if a guy is telling you that from the beginning, yeah, if I ever have any kids, I want a DNA regardless. I need that. I want my 100% too. And it's okay for me to want that. And I told you from the rip, you shouldn't be upset. But even though she was, she can act like she wasn't. She was still upset, even though she knew. She felt
This is
offended.
why Lady Q did this right here.
I'm trying to get more followers, and I heard if you show a little ass on here, it'll work. So here it goes.
She did. She caught me off guard, called me ass.
That's why she made that TikTok.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
You is too much.
I'm like, what is she doing? What? And then she called me
too
ass.
much. You owe her everything. I think. What's the next holiday coming up? Mother's Day.
She's not my mother.
I'm gonna say something.
What?
She is the mother of your child.
All right, well, here go that age-old debate. I think
You
Mother's
not
Day,
getting Lady Q nothing for Mother's Day.
my son, let me put his picture back up. He will make her a card.
Oh, Jay Black. Jay Black. No.
I said you helped me with the swab. I did. She helped me. She said, you lying, I help you. She did, because I was confused with the swab. So she did. She helped me.
Jay Blake, I think for Mother's Day, you need to really prepare something nice for Lady Q. You need to go all the way out.
It was just Christmas. It was just her birthday. Like, and here you go, almost a Mother's Day machine.
Well, you know what? You ain't got to do it on Mother's Day. Just do it next Tuesday. Y'all need to do take her out Tuesday there. We doing take her out Tuesday here. Y'all do take her out Tuesday up there. Take her out Tuesday.
I'm gonna give Kelly said she's gonna give her dude the DNA just to make sure that he's secure as a father.
No shame in that.
No shame in that.
The hell up.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
You need to do take her out Tuesday next week for Lady Q. And you need to do it every week.
All right, maybe Thursdays. I usually have Thursdays.
Okay, well then take her out Thursday.
To be relaxed thing. So
take her out Thursday, and you need to take her to do whatever she want to do. If she want to go on a shopping,
I just took her to Bahama Breeze. She loved Bahama Breeze restaurant. We just went to Bahama Breeze.
Find another restaurant. Come up with something else to do. You can figure something out every week. This woman done put up a lot from you. Lady Q deserves the wife of the century dealing with you.
Make sure it's balanced.
Yes. So I'm just
talking
saying,
about balance on my half. Like what? It was just Christmas and just a birthday. That's
okay, Mustafa. Listen, I'm talking about Jay and his wife. He needs to do more. He needs to. What you sitting up there shrugging your shoulders for? As much as Lady Q got to deal with from you.
As much as I just kicked out, like it ain't always about money though. But
it ain't about money. Take her out Tuesday or Thursday. Ain't about money. It's about you spending time with her.
Don't no female really want that.
Yes, we do.
Like what? So if I say, hey, we're gonna go to the park, you're gonna be like, all right.
Yeah. My dude called me and say, hey, put your shoes on. I'm picking you up. We going to the park. We gonna drive around. That's cool. I'm hopping in the car.
Take him out Tuesdays. Yeah, I like that. But Don, legit, a lot of guys believe that Mother's Day is for someone to celebrate their mother. So for the kids should be celebrating their mom. So as a father of, the mother and all of that, yeah, I could see them, having a kid make something from the kid. But I don't think that the man or the guy should, I don't know. I have different views on that. I think the Mother's Day is for the mothers from their kids.
And Father's Day is for the kids too, right?
Yeah, like I say, if a kid do the generic picture and Happy Father's Day, best dad, tie, or whatever they do, is what it is. I don't expect my wife to the whole kit and caboodle and go through all this and say it's from him when I know it's really from her. It's supposed to be, what does the kid, what do you want to buy for daddy or mommy? Like, what do you want to do? And that's supposed to be what's special about it. It ain't supposed to be about the money and who can get the most extravagant gift. And no, I just disagree.
Well, no, it's not about not about who can get the most
Yeah, and
extravagant
Valentine's Day
gift.
was in there after birthday,
It's not
Christmas,
about
birthday,
that,
and
but
Valentine's Day.
it's about the time spent, the thought, and the effort. Same
Yes.
thing with dates: time spent, thought, and effort.
So the kid making their card or putting a beaded candy chain together, and whatever they want to do, it's the thought, right? So eat that. Let that settle. That's good.
But as the father and the husband, you don't think that you should celebrate the mom of your child?
I think that the kid should.
Okay.
I don't think that I should know.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion.
That's
I know
fair
Don
enough.
disagree. I know some people disagree. It's just what it is.
That's fair
But
enough.
this is who I am, though. So you have
And
to,
Lady Q loves you. You know, she loves you for that. She accepts
at
you.
times.
She accepts. Now she loves you.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. When she gets to
she loves you.
hollering and screaming, it's like,
But she bring you that plate every morning, right?
Yeah, she do.
Okay, so yeah, Lady Q loves you.
I'll be
Lady
thinking,
Q,
you put something in this. I mean, then she get even madder. But yeah. So that was it.
Yeah,
but the
and
DNA.
you guys make sure you support Lady Q's business.
Yes, please.
Woke Up Inspired, www.wokeupinspired. Check out her new designs that she has out. I saw the updated one on Instagram with what else, Air Force Ones? What did y'all have on there? Y'all had something
I
on
got
there.
my Jordans. I've been into these sneakers lately. I think it's Tam's fault because Tam be always matching the sneakers and gear. So I've been buying different color sneakers, and I tell her I need you to make me something to match these sneakers because she do custom stuff. So and then she matched it up because I love the boundaries matter aspect. There's something about that I love boundaries matter. I respect them. So yeah. And back to your thing about if she did make more money than me, it would be I was there when it started. So if she does that business take off for her, it's not like she came into relationship this headstrong of I make more money and I don't need you. She built that from the beginning and I was there and saw the process. So it's a difference with me being there from the beginning, of it than at the end of it when she coming like Oprah and and I'm stepping from, no, there's a difference.
But sometimes that happens and then the female changes. It's like
The
I don't
noodle
need you no
necklace.
more.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't need you no more. I got this.
It's still the mother of your child. I celebrate mothers every day. I celebrate Mother's Day. Oh, that's good, Don. That's cool, and I respect that, and I think that is something that's for those who are wanting to do something big for Mother's Day for someone that's not their mother, go for it. Have fun, enjoy. Lady Q loves you.
Still the well follow. Oh, and just so you guys know, today it is Wellness Wednesday. We advertise it that way. Our nurse practitioner Sequoise was supposed to be here. However, she had an emergency come up, so we will check in with her next week. But what you can do is follow her on Facebook because every day she does a live. She might not do it today, but you could go check up on some of her other lives that are saved there on her Facebook page and get the health information that you need. Now, tomorrow is Thursday, Psychic Thursdays with our resident psychic tarot reader. You're not gonna be here tomorrow?
No, I missed him last week. He's psychic. He's a medium. He's a tarot card reader. He's an astrologer. I think that's all the psychic
He's the kitchen witch.
And what does that mean, kitchen witch?
Kitchen witch. He cooks up remedies. Like you did when you were little and you got sick. Did your grandma have these remedies that you came by?
I had visions of him doing like some weird stuff. And I'm like, wait, like some voodoo.
He's making potions. Yeah, he making potions. But I mean, they're holistic. They're holistic remedies and solutions to some of the medical problems that we have.
So
I'm really
stuff.
big.
It's like Dr. CB type stuff, or like
yes.
Okay.
The name of the show is going to be Kitchen Witch.
Kitchen Witch.
Yeah,
and that remedies for different things.
For different things, a holistic approach. I think it's great because I believe in that. And like now, like I've been eating dirty. You know, I've had a couple sodas. Typically, I don't do all of that. But Jay Black.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jay Black.
No.
Jay Black.
My fault. Sometimes
but yeah,
my impulse.
So I'm gonna next week once we get off spring break, I'm gonna reset my body. So I'm looking forward to what he has to say and what information he can share as well. That show is going to come soon. I don't know the date. Then we also have another new show. We have MVP podcast. I don't know if it's going to start either.
Some things are coming for Media Room 360.
But it's
Just know
coming.
we don't know when they coming, but they coming. Just know maybe Dex will tell us
coming.
tomorrow. So
Yeah, when
Dexter,
they go all
the
start.
psychic, will be here
Everybody's
tomorrow.
taping their shows. And then Kelly J. Kelly J actually starts Monday with Kelly J After Dark. Kelly J, am I saying the right name of your show? Let me see.
Kelly got her own show debuting?
Yes, Kelly has her own show debuting. Matter of fact, I got the Kelly J TV season 2. So she started this on she started this on, let me put the flyer up here. She's on Facebook, and so now she's branching out here to Media Room 360, and you guys will be able to catch her every Monday at, I'm getting ready to tell you, every Monday. I'm gonna put it up here. And if you want to start a show, all you have to do is reach out to me, and we'll get you started too. And teach you how to do all of this as well.
And
Kelly's gonna produce her own show.
Crap,
And then Shawnee got to start her show too. I've been saying for years, I'm gonna start my show, and I haven't. But there it is. Kelly J TV. Same days, new time. So she's starting March 21st. That's next Monday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then March 24th, on Thursday, she'll be on at 10:29 p.m. Now that 10:29 show, I believe, is going to be a little bit more adult. Kelly, you can chime in and let us know. I think that one is a little more adult than the 5:30 p.m. But she is going to, adults. She's going to talk about one of her main platforms will be mental health. She's going to discuss.
Wait, does that time say 10:29? Like not 10:30? Not wait. Why is it?
Yeah,
29?
not
What did I miss?
10:30.
What is, it got to be some meaning behind this 29.
10:29. It's at 10:29. Make sure you're there to check in. Check in on Thursday, and you'll see what's happening at 10:29.
I'm intrigued. That's a good marketing strategy because now I'm very intrigued to know why is something starting at 10:29.
10:29.
And that's the 24th.
So Kelly, and that's right. So I'm reading the flyer. Kelly J on the go is Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Kelly J After Dark. So that's an adult show. Thursdays at 10:20.
It better not be nothing crazy. I'm not watching none of it. You got some men and like doing some weird stuff. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna have topics. She's been doing shows. She does some lives on Instagram. She does shows on Facebook already. So she's not new to this. She like I say, it's her season 2. She's just moved up to a bigger platform. We're trying to get her in these 40 million homes so more people can get her content.
Good stuff. And tonight I forgot all about it. And I know Mike literally just landed back in the city and he just called me. We got a show. He has a show. I said like I'm getting on stage.
Yeah, you getting up on stage. You debuting.
He has a show tonight. We're gonna be in Harrisburg, PA, for those people in the PA area with Donnell Rollins, Talent, and some other funny comedians. So we gonna, and I'm gonna have my Boundaries Matter shirt for Lady Q. I'm gonna make sure I'm out there selling them shirts. But yeah, Harrisburg, PA, for those it's called XL Live. But
XL Live.
We'll be out there tonight. Yes.
All right. Well, that's what's up. I think that we can wrap now and come back mañana. It's been a great show. Thank you guys for tuning in. And make sure you stay tuned because we have so much more to come. Now, if you are interested in starting your own podcast, just hit me up. You can DM me or whatnot, and we can get you on. We can get you started as soon as you want to start. All you have to do is say so. This is a platform for the people, but you got to make sure that your show is together. Okay?
Yeah, Tam. I'm gonna make sure my kicks match. It's all because of her. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I've been matching everything. But yeah, actually, my wife was thinking about a podcast with her and her cousin.
Come on, Lady Q.
Like she has this great concept, and she's very opinionated. She get camera shy at times though, which is weird that she can curse me out.
But she's doing better.
Loud. Yeah,
she's doing better because I'm seeing her on Instagram. I'm watching her post and make her little videos. I'm like, all right, Lady Q, I see you showing yourself in the camera.
Yeah, she's trying. So I'm gonna talk with her to see if she want to do something like that. I said as long as it ain't about child support, I'm all right.
It's her show. This got nothing to do with you, Jay. This has nothing to do with you.
But yes,
Nothing.
so
It's
it'd
her
be
show.
interesting. I forgot that she had a nice theme. I can't remember right now, but I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, let
Oh,
her live. Let her live.
So
Support the
all right.
wifey. I mean, I kind of see it. She might be making more money than you in, year and a half, Jay.
She better not get slick, get cocky. See, but anyway,
What you mean she better not get slick? What is slick?
I don't know.
What you
I
mean
don't
she better
need you
not
for
get
nothing.
slick?
I don't need you for nothing. But all right.
Well, when she listen,
Yeah,
I will
Don.
say
We Mo had to
when
go. Mike just literally just landed back here. A bunch of traveling issues, and it's just me and Shiny. We leave. We leaving.
Jay don't like to hang out with me. He don't like to hang out with me like this. But
Shiny don't be.
he will call me all day and worry the hell out of me about this. But when it comes to talking on this, he be ready to go. Don.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go. I like when there's 3 or more people. I do.
Why? What difference does
I
it
don't
make?
know. I just feel like I like 3 or more. Like
That
3 or
listen,
more.
there have been times that I have done this show by myself.
Just talking by yourself? To yourself?
Yeah, I mean, well, the audience talks to you like Don is saying. Why y'all leaving? Y'all supposed to be here till 9.
All right, well, what you want to talk about? All right. You know what? Let's try it for the next 15 minutes. All right, just me and Shiny. What are we going to talk about? You want to do entertainment news? You want to?
Prepare. Let me see what's going on in the entertainment.
All right, let's see. Since y'all want us to, well, at least Don. At least we have Don sticking around. And y'all tell us what y'all want to talk about. Let's see. Let me pull up.
We talked about Ryan Coogler, and actually, I didn't. That story is old because I saw all the messages going up on Twitter, but I just never dug into it to see what was going on.
Khalees' husband died. I don't know who he was. But
so the Ukraine, we still got this going on. Some people are very upset that the United States just sent billions of dollars over to the Ukraine for help, and their president is saying, "My country needs America's help." Well, I thought that if we got involved, I don't know if you can speak on this. I thought that if we got involved with this,
me in Ukraine,
yeah, I thought if we got involved with this, it's gonna be a problem for us.
the wrong one. I don't even understand why my gas price is going up and down. I look so let alone. But go ahead. Shoot.
So their president in the Ukraine is making this plea to the United States to come to the aid of his country and fight off Russia. He is saying that he needs help in this war against Vladimir Putin, appearing virtually Wednesday, 9 a.m. before a joint session of Congress. He's asking for the United States, along with Canada and several other countries in Europe, to put in place a no-fly zone over the Ukraine. His goal is to stamp out the daily airstrikes from Russia's forces. He's facing an uphill battle because members on both sides of the aisle are worried it could trigger a war between the U.S. and Russia. And that's our concern. So my concern. So should we go help the Ukraine? I mean,
should we been helping them at this point? They should have helped before the takeover happened, right? Before.
If your friend was having a problem in their house, well, it ain't even your friend. It's just an associate. It's somebody. Let's say a coworker, just a coworker that you cool with, that you see, every now and then, and they having this crisis in their home. Would you go save them, or would you be like, you on your own?
No, I'm not. They're just an associate. Their worker friends is different from real friends. Their work friends. So I don't think I'm getting involved, because once I get involved, now all that smoke becomes my smoke, and now I got to go all in. And I don't know if I would. What am I benefiting from that?
And my thing is, the U.S. Okay, so here's the number. U.S. has already sent $13.6 billion in aid.
I don't want to talk about Ukraine because I'm not knowledgeable on this. I don't even got real thoughts on Ukraine. I don't understand all this. I really don't.
I don't either. That's why we're trying to get an understanding.
But we ain't the 2 for it. Who died? We're sending a link out again because Don want to talk about Don. Come on, talk about Ukraine, Don.
Yeah, but I think Don wanted to know about Antonio. Was it Antonio Brown? Who did he say? Antonio Brown coming to the Cowboys?
The Cowboys is known for signing those problem individuals.
He's not a problem.
Well, you are a distraction. You're a problem.
Antonio is not a problem. He's not a distraction. He's misunderstood.
Huh? No. So if I can see that happening because people with police records, felonies, all those issues, the
Now,
Cowboys
you
in
ain't
the
the person to
history.
talk about the Cowboys because you a Cowboy hater.
It's fact, Shiny.
You're a Cowboy hater.
They sign felony
You're a
criminals with
Cowboy hater.
problems. That's what they do. And then Jerry
So
Jones
I
try to
mean,
control
so they
them.
got a felony. What's the problem?
What do you mean? There's a reason why they got ostracized, as they say.
If they got a felony, what's the problem? They can't work because they got a felony.
When you take a
They
chance
can't play football
on
because
your,
they got a felony.
no one said that. No one said that.
Mhm.
Those potential problems and headaches can disrupt and ruin a team, and maybe that's why they haven't won anything since the 90s.
Whatever, Jay. That's not it. It's because they have a piss poor coaching staff, and he keep hiring all these people that he wants to work for him, but he doesn't have a good leadership ain't good over there. But I think that's messed up to be like, well, since he has a felony, he doesn't have an opportunity to play football or
No,
can
but
finish his
AB got a lot of issues. When you destroy multiple teams, like literally,
How did he destroy teams?
All right, when they pay you millions of dollars
Mhm.
and they get nothing back for it because you disrupted the locker room and they had to fire you in the middle of the season, that's
He
just
disrupted the
you're
locker
hurting
room.
their
How?
salary cap.
How did he disrupt the locker room?
Being difficult.
How? Why was he being difficult?
Maybe demanding the ball when he's not open and causing issues with the quarterback and the other receivers. And now the quarterback feeling like they got to force feed the ball. Now there's a turnover. Now you lost the game.
Okay, but that could happen with anybody. It's football. It's
But
not
when
guaranteed
you're
that the
that
person will get it.
vocal, it could be a problem.
Well,
and then when you're
what was
injured,
his
and then
term?
you take your jersey off and you jumping
Yeah.
around, rallying the crowd, like you're causing a scene. Now, granted, some of the stuff he may have had some people putting batteries in the back or legit concerns, but that's not how you address those concerns. I'm sure it's out of all 32 teams, I'm sure hundreds of thousands of players, they know how to handle things, and
They don't.
he just doesn't handle
No, they don't.
concerns with sanity.
No, they don't. So he was probably pushed to his limit, and he expressed himself that way. Because my opinion, those men that play football, are being used, pushed to the limit. And yeah, they're getting paid millions of dollars, but that's just the tip of the iceberg compared to what the team is making and the league is making off of them. So I mean, to say that he's a disruption, maybe he has to be a disruption because you don't know what that conversation was when he signed the contract, what promises were made that they're probably not keeping, and then to tell somebody that he telling you I'm hurt, I can't do this.
When they make promises and your job when things go left, you don't act like that. Stop with the making excuses.
I'm not making excuses, but enough is enough. He ain't the only one that feel that way. And some of these players, shout out to all the athletes, but some of them, it's like a level of respect that I don't have, because when you sit down and talk to them and they make these complaints about things that are going on and these things that are happening to them in the league, but they feel like, well, I got to do this so I can keep a check. So you mad at me as a black woman for saying something to you, but you gonna let these white boys talk down to you any kind of way just so you can get the check, when it's more of y'all in the league than them. So why not do something? That's the part that irritates me with the athletes. It's like, y'all had these complaints, these things are going on that other people don't know about, but y'all get out there, y'all put that uniform on every week and you get out there and do whatever you have to do for the team. And I'm sorry, if you keep kicking a dog, what's gonna happen?
Eventually gonna get bit.
It's gonna. So Antonio Brown, he was pushed to his limits.
Well, good luck to him. Like I say, if the Cowboys sign him, I'm sure that'll be another multi-million-dollar contract in another team, and I'm sure it's going to end tragically bad, like the other four scenarios, three scenarios.
Maybe the Eagles will pick him up.
No, that's one squad that will not.
Maybe the Eagles will pick him
I know
up.
we did the Michael Vick experiment, and Mike was on his campaign. The dog fighting was just dog fight. Well, I can't just say just dog fighting. And it was a different era, different time frame, and Vic was on a journey to redemption. Antonio Brown is nowhere near that. So,
But you know what? Like the whole Mike Vick situation, Mike Vick is not the only one that has that had like a dog ring, but he was a black man at the time, quarterback, leader of the team, so they came after him. This is where I get upset with these pro athletes and stuff. You know, Mike Vick took all that. He took all of that. What happened to Big Ben? This big old white man out here
Ben
raping women.
Roethlisberger, quarterback for the
Okay,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
he out here raping women and still on the sideline playing, bobbing his head. Where he at right now? Is he in jail? Oh no, he's at home with his family, and nobody said nothing about it. He didn't have to go off because you know what? They pulled him in the office and said, "Okay, Big Ben, we're gonna sweep this under the rug. We're not gonna touch your stuff." Did he get any? Did anything happen to him? He got a slap on the
Nothing
wrist.
compared to nothing
So,
compared to.
and that's what I'm saying about our black athletes. They don't speak up for themselves. They just sit there and take the shit.
Well, Deshaun Watson, same thing, but he got vindicated. Like he just, all right, I'm gonna let the story come out and y'all gonna see. I was innocent. So, but you wanted him to stand up and be like, I'm innocent. This is BS. These chicks are all lying. And
yeah, absolutely.
You're guilty if you do that. You're guilty if you don't.
I mean, well, yeah, public opinion, people are gonna do that, but stop letting this system do you like that. I know, you know, we went through that whole conversation about starting our own league. I still believe that it is enough black millionaires to get together and start their own league. Is it gonna pop day one? No, it's gonna take time to build. The NFL didn't start with with the NFC, the AFC. They ain't started with all that. It grew. So we could do that. We could, pull from that. Yeah, it's still gonna be some people that'll go over there and play for the NFL because they're gonna offer more things. But until we as black people decide that we're gonna take a stand and we're gonna put our stuff together, and if these people try to come and destroy what we have, we're gonna keep fighting.
So you want black folk to all unify?
Absolutely. That's what I want. That's what I would like to see. It'd be people like, that ain't gonna happen. Well,
wouldn't we all?
As long as we keep thinking that way, then it won't happen. But to just be like, well, Antonio Brown is a problem. Antonio Brown should be a problem. Go get your money. Yeah, get these people to pay you these millions of dollars and be a problem.
Black athletes have enough money to start their own leagues. Facts.
Okay, Ice Cube started his own basketball league. When Big Three started, it wasn't where it is today, and it's still growing.
Is about to say, should it be on a bigger platform by now, a bigger hype, a bigger awareness, bigger? I mean, it's been 4 or 5, I don't know how many years it's been, but it should be bigger by now. You would think.
No,
right?
it's bigger than what it was when it started. He has progress. That's good, but the thing is, if it was Arnold Schwarzenegger that started it, or let me see, somebody that people think is so great that's of the other persuasion, we all flock to it. That's us that make, that sit up and act like white people are better than us. We allow that.
Plain version of it, NFL.
Yeah, they can. Absolutely. We can call it whatever we want to call it. The Negro Leagues, whatever. But we could do it, get our players in a place where they can be taken care of. Same thing like with the HBCU.
It's just not realistic.
It's very real.
I'm talking as far as the players all unifying and taking a chance and losing all their money.
That'll
take a lot of strong individuals to walk away.
You got Deion Sanders now coaching at a HBCU, pulling players from these big schools. So it can be done. It can be done, but no, y'all want the
you in the
way.
league, China. You making league minimum. You may be making $500,000 a year.
I'm not talking about that person starting it. I said,
but you would need all. No, I'm saying not to start it, but you would need all them players to walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
So you making $500,000. You just made in the league. You barely made in the league, and you walking away from that.
Some of them only make 200. Shit, some of them make about 80,000. It's some of them on the roster that don't make that.
Minimum back in 06 or so was 300,000. I'm sure I got to be a little higher by now. I think it's maybe 500 league minimum. But either way, are you going to walk away from that? Is what I'm saying. For the cause, are you willing to walk away to sacrifice your family? And
that ain't no sacrifice for your family. Going from 500,000 to maybe 100,000, you adjust. You're not going to be broke. You're not going to be without a job. There's something there for you. There's enough millionaires to get together and put that together. Hell, we got a couple of black billionaires that will probably jump on, but to me, people are
No, I
afraid
think
to
it'd
do
be
it.
dope if it happens.
And then the only other thing that needs to happen is what? The people need to show up and buy their tickets to watch the game to support it. The
And
same way that
support.
they do for the NFL. And I'm sorry, white folks love to watch us be clowns, jesters, and their entertainment. So they gonna come watch. Don't they come to the hood to get their chicken and hamburgers?
No,
Okay, so they gonna come. They gonna
You-
come.
You understand? I mean, there's a bunch of allies too. You know, there's a lot of white folk that are allies. So you know, but I get what you're saying. And that would be interesting, and I think that would be the wave, and I can get the Black Wall Street back popping again. Because I was looking into that a little bit when Lady Q was bringing it up to me. That was a different time, and we could pull that off. That would be amazing. I mean, there's enough of us in the
Yeah, but we
population.
let them tell us that our kids got ADHD. Our kids need these medications. I'm being honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. To me, everything was fine until Bill Clinton was in office and Hillary Clinton's
point, Billy.
campaign was children have right, the Child's Rights Act. She put that in place. And ever since then, now you got these kids. Well, you know, you have to listen to what they say, and they have feelings. We know the kids have feelings, but they ain't about to run my damn house. You ain't about to be in charge, and I'm not about to make an excuse and say, well, it's because they can't process. No, it's because you ain't punched them in the face. That's why. That's why. You ain't tagged that behind.
Put them paws on them. But Sean, they won't have sponsorship. Sean said if they keep their sponsorships as possible, they're not gonna have it.
They will have it. You think
I ain't
Nike
sponsoring you if you ain't balling.
You think Nike gonna sponsor the NFL and they ain't got none of their key athletes? What has this is what we need to research. What has Deion Sanders? What has Deion Sanders? That's right, Don. What has Deion Sanders taken with him to JSU? What sponsorships? Because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure he got some sponsorship.
That they followed him. So that the sponsorship is not easy. If you got these key athletes doing this, the sponsorships are gonna come. It's simple. It's simple, but we just won't take the step. Everybody's scared to put their toe. You know, they just want to stand on the sideline and watch. Now jump in the water. Come on. Quit complaining about what.
So who's going to lead the charge? Let's go. I said Barack, but who's going to? You need somebody that
I
people
don't say
can rock.
Barack.
From Raleigh.
No, I don't say Barack.
No, I think that would be the one that can get a lot of people motivated behind him. Absolutely, he could be our generation of that movement, hands down. I can't think of another person.
Barack didn't do that when he was in office. I'm sorry, he didn't. You know, he walked the straight lines. He was.
You still
walk, okay?
You're the figurehead, so you still got to play the game.
And as the figurehead, there are more things that I believe Barack could have done.
Oh yeah, he got duck insurance, Deion. Yes, I remember seeing the commercials.
Especially for the Black community. As the president, you became the president of the United States, and your response was, "I'm the president for all people." Yes, you are the president for all people, but there are some things that could have been put in place for Black people for us to be at a better state than what we are now. I'm proud of Barack for becoming the first Black president. You know, adore him, adore Michelle, but still, when you're in that seat and you have the power to do this, and I'm gonna say on the other side, there's some shit that he had to deal with that we don't know about. But I'm just saying.
But if he did do it, he would be the guy, right? If he was up for that,
I wouldn't say him. I wouldn't. I mean, if he was really about that life, then yeah, I think he could get some people involved. You know, he has influence over some people, but they play that safe. You know, they walk that straight line. They don't want to rock the boat. I can't make these people upset with me for the sake of these Black folks.
All right, well, we did it. We talked for another Don. Hope you're happy. We made it. We made it just on time. So tomorrow we got Dexter, our psychic. It was great chatting with Shani. That could be something.
You got spitting with Shani. Chatting with Shani.
We didn't talk about Chris. Did we get into Chris Brown? I don't know.
What did Chris do?
And Kim Kardashian saying that she might dump Pete because it was disrespectful to do that post, you know, the back and forth with Kanye with the whole I'm in the bed with your wife or whatever.
But
So
why would she say that out loud? I mean, why would she tell?
She didn't agree with I thought she had the cosign for him to do that. I said, there's no way he did it by himself. But I guess we can let Mo break that down. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that Kim may dump.
Don said he's good.
Oh, good. I'm glad Don's good. All right, yeah, that's the sign.
Another satisfied customer.
Y'all see Stevie J story? No, I don't know what happened to Stevie J.
I don't know what happened to Stevie J.
Oh, Stevie J when he was getting fellatio in the middle of the interview.
Who wants to see that?
But they didn't show the actual performance of that.
We have media. We got news stations. We have you got Radio 1, TV 1. That's black owned. You have Byron Allen. We got all that. Byron Allen is a TV mogul, which y'all don't know about Byron Allen. People be sleeping on Byron Allen. Byron Allen,
you're a rich dude.
Part of the Danger Network. That's nationwide. So we have that. We got Media Room 360. We have stuff. We just keep making excuses.
And we have our psychic tomorrow because we are wrapping up.
Jay ready to go. Jay is ready to go.
Oh God!
And I'm hungry. I need to make my breakfast.
See, so you ain't got nobody there to make it. Where the wig man? Where mountain bike man?
He's at his house. No, he doesn't cook. I cook. He don't cook.
Oh, so you allow a man?
He doesn't cook. I cook. I do all the cooking.
Is that by choice, or you just choose you want to cook for your man?
It's by choice. Well, he mountain bike man. What you call him? Wig man. Mountain bike man.
I just got a bunch of different.
Well, he started doing this thing, and he's a very good provider. So I was like, okay, well, since you providing all of this, then I'll make sure you got something to eat every day.
Oh, so it's a tit for tat. So if he wasn't doing that, you wouldn't be okay.
No, I still would. Like even before he did that, no, he could come over occasionally, have dinner with us.
Okay.
No, but I like to cook. He ain't getting in the kitchen. He didn't get in the kitchen. He don't want to do that. But I like to be in the kitchen. That's where I like to be. But he came over and painted my. You remember my little thing, the on the kitchen, the little bar.
Yes.
That I was painting.
Yes.
Well, he came and finished it for me.
Nice.
And then he put all the furniture together for the thing. So like that's his lane. That's what he likes.
I'm sorry, you just hire somebody.
No, he's not gonna come do it for you.
Not surprised he didn't hire somebody to come do it there. Like, you know.
Oh no, he did it. He said he was gonna come do it, and he did it, and he put it all together. So no. Yeah.
Right. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
One day I get to meet this guy.
You get to meet him in May.
Yeah. He gonna get me car service to go to New York from Philly.
Is he gonna get you cars? Well, we were gonna come to Philly.
I couldn't accept nothing from no other man though. I'm sitting there.
I know. I'm like,
hey, I'm playing around. I'm going too far. There's no way. Yeah, no. Do you, homie?
Shawty got McDonald's guy. Well, you know what? But he'll bring me breakfast. Sometimes he'll stop by here while I'm on the air and bring me breakfast.
No, he talking about the one that for the social experiment, the one that's making $9 an hour.
Well, if he work at McDonald's, he can't leave because he probably doing breakfast.
All right, we out. We gotta go.
Okay, love me for who I am, not for who you want me to be. Because I can never be that.
Yep, and you fight for everything in life, including the big slices of pizza.
That's right, and for a person that makes more money than you.
And on that note, we'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Later.
It's Michael John at the Takeover Legends. Sexy Mo not here. Michael John. Michael John.
Need to be a man and get some growth. What is he doing all that for? And nothing is wrong with it.
He just had a baby.
But he said I cook, I do laundry. But anyway,
but they might. That's how their family work.
Well, what does she do if he do all that?
Maybe she bring home the bacon.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, bye. Yeah, y'all.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth